I didn't think that was a penalty. I understood the first one was. That one didn't look like anything abnormal.
Right. Maybe we can get some clarification from Matt Austin, but that was puzzling on that call.
Travis, bootleg. Catch is made inside the 10, inside the 5, and a touchdown. Jaheim Bell, transfer from South Carolina, gets Florida State within a point of tying the game.
So many weapons on this Florida State offense. We haven't even called Jaheim Bell's name yet. And then you can see what he's able to do with the ball in his hands. Little play action. Again, move the pocket, boot action. No one's there to account for Jaheim Bell. Makes the initial defender miss. Takes it to the end zone. Excellent response on the second position by Florida State.
6-play, 75-yard, 3-minute drive. And the point after evens the game at 10 apiece with 10:23 to play in the first half.
Let me be direct. You're watching football wrong. What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
Sorry, what app was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
Was that necessary?
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday Ticket on us. Get a $400 reward card.
Okay.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Real brew tea with 5% alcohol. Keep it twisted.
If you've ever wished you could take buffalo chicken dip wherever you go, today's your lucky day, because Sonic stuffed it in a crispy portable bite. Now wish for something else, like more hands to hold your bites. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
We have a special guest today on ESPN College Game Day, the Geico Gecko.
Look, just get to the part when you tell everyone how easy it is to ensure what's important to them. Home, car, even RV. Come on, there's an RV right there. Did he even see the talking points I gave him?
I don't believe so, sir.
For all your insurance needs from home to car to RV, it's easy to Geico.
Desmond, I forgot the talking points. It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good,
It's not like the good old days.
Stop parroting everything. Instead, drink a Red Bull and think for yourselves.
Since when do you dictate what we do?
Exactly. You're not the boss of us. Power to the people! Oh, well. Individuality often complicates things.
Red Bull gives you wings.
22 years after the September 11 terrorist attacks, the legacy of the man in the red bandana is stronger than ever. Wells Crowther, a former Boston College lacrosse player, rescued over a dozen people from the World Trade Center South Tower before it collapsed that fateful morning. Survivors recount a man wearing a red bandana suddenly appearing from the smoke and guiding them to safety. His red bandana, which he kept with him every single day, instantly became a symbol of compassion and love, and now the Eagles honor Wells every year for his bravery and selflessness. Wells worked as an equities trader in the South Tower, but he wanted to be a firefighter. His bravery was on full display in a spectacular manner that day that unfortunately cost him his life but saved many others. Ryan O'Keefe, nice return, but a penalty marker is down. Shocker with the way things have gone for BC this season. Well, in training camp, one of the things that Boston College, well, hold on, we'll get to that in a second. Let's get you the penalty. This would be penalty number 6 on BC in the first half. Wow.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 20. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
So one of the things that Boston College did in training camp is called the red bandana workout. And one of the things they do at the end of the workout, after the players have gone through a grueling set of drills, they have to run the stairs here at the stadium, and it's based on the number of stairs that Wells Crowther ran up and down in the South Tower on 9/11/2001. And the players have to sprint those stairs. Run play here for BC. Not much there for Robichaux. Maybe a half yard.
And talking with those players, they have a great appreciation, understanding of what the red bandana game is all about, what that workout is all about. And you can tell by the look on their face, it ain't easy, and it's not meant to be. It just continues to further the legacy of Wells Crowther here at Boston College.
See how the Eagles respond to that quick scoring drive by Florida State to tie the game. They have 2nd and 9 from their 10. Castellanos going to dump it off to Barfield, and he can't make the first man miss. Great play by Azarie Thomas to pick up the running back and spike him.
Excellent tackle on the perimeter. Thomas plant drive and puts the Eagles receiver to the ground very quickly. Good start here to this drive by Florida State.
Yeah, Dusty, now you're backed up 3rd and long, not where Boston College wants to be, because field position's now going to get involved if they can't convert here. Put Florida State on a short field.
Going to be smart here, right, Tom? Quarterback run game, maybe some screen action. Yep. I want to make a mistake, come out of your own end zone.
And again, you got the wind as a factor impacting the punting game. Another penalty marker. My goodness.
Ball start. Offense number 66. Ball half the distance to the goal. 3rd down.
It's on Drew Kendall. My goodness, 7 penalties. And not even a quarter and a half. 26 on the year.
Cannot get out of their own way at this point in the ball game. That was something Jeff Hafley was emphatic about. Talked with him yesterday. Playing a cleaner game, and it's the pre-snap penalties just driving him crazy.
So now you're backed up to your 5. 3rd down and 14. And it's just going to be a quarterback run. Castellanos still has room past the 25. He's still going. And then scoots out of play at midfield. A 45-yard run when they're backed up on their own 5-yard line, with momentum suddenly shifting in Florida State's favor. He takes it away, though.
Once quarterback count and a massive hole opens up off the right side, you had to be anticipating quarterback run backed up from your own end zone. Boston College blocks it up well, and Castellanos once again makes the Noles defense pay.
You notice, too, he's not taking hits. He saw the angle coming. He got out of bounds because he's been getting hit a lot the first 2 weeks.
Got to be smart. We talked with him about that yesterday. Already 90 yards on the ground here in this first half.
And that was an enormous play, because otherwise you're punting from the back of your end zone. Robichaux up the gut. Man, they are moving this terrific defensive line by Florida State off the ball. We've called Jared Verse's name once already in this game, and that's it. 7-yard pickup there for Boston College.
And it was the left side. And 55, Braden Fisk, the defensive tackle, Western Michigan transfer, who's been great. He got mushed 5 yards down the field. Jude Bowery, backup left tackles, come in for Logan Taylor, and Kyle Hergel right there, paving a path for Mr. Robichaux.
So 2nd and 3 at the Florida State 42-yard line. No movement again. Wow. 8 penalties.
Ball start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
It's on the right tackle, Ozzie Trapillo, whose father, the late Steve Trapillo, was a terrific player at Boston College, went on to play in the NFL. The offensive line has played well, but they keep making mental errors. So now it's 2nd and 7. I mean, if you're Mike Norvell, you're saying that this team is gifting us play after play, whether it's on offense or defense yardage, and we're tied with them. Quick throw, open receiver, tight end Franklin, first down, and finally Ran out of real estate, lost his footing at the 32-yard line, but a gain of 15.
Easy throw into the flats to Jeremiah Franklin, tied in. A nice job after the catch, running through the tackle of Thomas on the perimeter. And wanted to get Franklin more involved. Didn't play a lot against NIU. His role really increased against Holy Cross, and they feel that he's earned that opportunity to get more playing time. Nice run after the catch by the tight end.
And the transfer from UCF, Castellanos going to work again. Screen, Robichaux, and is able to break a tackle. Boy, he's hard to get to the ground, Robichaux. How many broken tackles today? That's a gain of 5. At least 5 or 6 times he's been able to break free for extra yardage.
Nice job setting up the screen. Robichaux just gets outside. A couple of Knoll defenders who try to chase him down. Good balance that he kept before he went out of bounds.
So 2nd down and 6. Another penalty. 9 in the first half.
Tom, is there something with the cadence from Castellanos that's throwing off the O-line?
False start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
No, Dusty, to answer your question, and what's strange about it is look at how quickly this is happening when they get on the ball. He's barely into his cadence. He's barely into his clap, and they're making a mistake up front. So I don't know what's happening with the miscommunication, but it appears to be happening prior to Castellanos getting into his cadence.
Well, yesterday Hafley told us there's some times where Castellanos will get up there and he'll say something too loud, and it will be alarming to the offensive lineman. Trying to get outside as Barfield tackled for a loss back at the 40-yard line by Patrick Payton, the rookie of the year on defense in the ACC a year ago. It's going to make it 3rd and 11.
Well, the sky's the limit for Patrick Payton. He is twitchy, he's got speed, and good feel here as he's going to get up the field and get the tackle for a loss. Excellent job feeling it out, staying square, getting vertical, and setting up 3rd and very long for Boston College.
3rd and 18 here on the 40.
Dusty, they got to keep Kai Robichaux in the game at running back. Cameron Barfield just too small. You can't break tackles.
See what Castellanos does here. A throw downfield. Oh, and it was through the hands of an open receiver. Takis, the tight end. He might have been short anyway. But now you're looking at a 57 or 58-yard field goal. There's a penalty marker on the far side of the field.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 11, is covered up. That penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
That would have been the 10th penalty on Boston College, but they decline it. Now, if you're BC, you probably have to punt it here.
And Takis got to be able to catch that football over the middle. Again, good protection, no pressure on Castellanos, and he puts that ball right on the money, and Takis unable to bring it in.
Sam Candati to punt. Keon Coleman is deep. Hangs up in the air, and the fair catch made at about the 12-yard line. Inside 5 minutes to go in the first half. We are tied at Alumni Stadium.
Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Has anyone tried Pilates?
Okay? That's what it sounds like when you type in all caps.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices your sub right in front of you. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Sell to your customers anywhere with Shopify, the commerce platform designed for entrepreneurs. Online, on social, in person, and on the go. Get the tools you need to sell the way you want. Powered by Shopify.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with the Disney Resorts Collection. It's up early, giving you extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day. And welcomes you back to even more magical moments you'll never forget. Now you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay anywhere else?
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
You can't count on the weather, but you can count on Dish and our reliability guarantee. Should you ever lose signal, contact us and we'll credit back your account.
Hey, Dylan, I want your dad to go out and help you practice your sliding.
The reliability guarantee from Dish.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
With the first pick in the Jersey Mike's Catering Box draft, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
The Jersey Mike's Catering Box, a sub above.
Kevin Nagati in studio, AT&T 5G, keeping fans connected as we take a look at our multi-view, which is showcasing a bunch of great games across all of our networks. LSU adding another Malik Neighbors touchdown on 4th down. They're up 17-0. Wake Forest down 14-0 to ODU on ESPN2. And Mizzou up on Kansas State on the SEC network. Back to you, Dave.
Is it a matter of time, Kevin, for Florida State? Just tied the game on the last drive. Run play here for Rodney Hill, getting the edge at the 20, past the 30-yard line before he's banged out of play. Gain of 14 to start this drive.
I love the jump cut and watch the vision. He sees it open up to the outside. Quality block there by Bless Harris, pulling around. Speed on the perimeter. Boy, 29 for Florida State. He's going to be the next good back. You could tell, asking the staff about him, explosive and elusive, and a big pickup.
Gonna give it to him again here. Running room again off the right side, another first down. Starting to run the ball on BC here. Tied the game on the last drive. 12 more yards there for Rodney Hill, who had just 27 carries a year ago as a true freshman. At 10 coming into today and 3 already here in the first half.
Good movement along the right side of the offensive line for Florida State. Keandre Jones, Darius Washington, Jeremiah Byers doing an excellent job paving a path for Rodney Hill.
4-minute mark. Jordan Travis, touchdown pass on the last possession. Gonna throw it here. Looking downfield, everybody covered. Backing up, in trouble, gets away, flag down, another flag pass across the middle is caught for a first down. We'll see if it comes back. Darian Williamson on the catch. Will this be the first penalty of the day against Florida State?
It's on BC.
Foul, face mask, defense, number 6. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Automatic, first down.
Jordan Travis having double duty today. He actually made the call for the official before he threw the pass. As he's going to roll to his right, face mask get grabbed. He kind of signals to the official just to let him know, hey, he got me right there. And talking to his receivers, it's a really good job by Williamson working back to the quarterback. And Jordan Travis, so elusive, extending the play, eyes down the field, and locates his target.
10th penalty of the half by BC. None by Florida State. And the ball at the BC 30. They're going to run Benson. Cuts it back and down to the 25-yard line for a gain of 6. Well, we talked with Jordan Travis this week, and he touched on his confidence, how much his confidence has grown the last couple of years. There were a lot of people a few years ago that weren't sure about him, whether he could succeed at this level, but had a terrific 2022. And in the Heisman conversation 2 weeks in, yeah, I know it's 2 weeks in, but a lot of people talking about Jordan Travis nationally.
And they should be. And boy, does this quarterback love his head coach, Mike Norvell. And, you know, Mike Norvell, he told us he's never lied about one thing. He's always told the truth. He loves me hard, and he coaches me hard. And these two together have been great these last couple of years.
Benson trying to find running room, busts it to the outside, hugs the sideline, and picks up about 4 yards down to the 21, close to a first down, and it looks like he's got it. Now they put the sticks back, see if they measure. And now they signal first down.
Florida State's really starting to lean on Boston College up front.
They are. And on that particular play, though, it was all Trey Benson. That could have been a 4 or 5 yard loss. He converts.
Empty set here for Travis. 2.5 to go in the first half. Travis with time into the end zone. Overthrows Johnny Wilson. When you think about Jordan Travis starting out at Louisville in 2018 and transferring to Florida State, where he spent the last 5 years, 4 touchdowns away from tying Chris Winkie for the total touchdown record. And again, with better players around him, his numbers have gotten better as well.
He's playing so confident. He's got a great understanding of this offense and exactly what they want to do.
Already has his degree, graduated last May. Trying to find some room is Hill, and he finally is able to pick a hole. Gets to about the 16, gain of 5, 3rd down, critical play here for Boston College, the way Florida State has changed the momentum of this game. 2 minutes to go.
Dusty, I think that Jordan Travis is the most improved player in college football over the last 5 years. I don't even think it's close.
See what he does here in 3rd and 4. Plenty of time on the play clock, so Travis audibling here. BC might bring some pressure. Yep. Now the play clock at 3. They snap it. Here come the Eagles. Pass into the end zone. A lot of contact and a flag. Incompletion, but there was a collision downfield between Toafili and Cole Batson, and that should be penalty number 11 on Boston College.
Pass interference. Defense number 23. Foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball is placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
Yeah, Cole Batson just runs completely through him. Toafili working out of the slot as a pass catcher.
Timeout.
Safety
for
over
an
the top
injury
of
to a
him.
defensive player.
Cole Batson watching the football. He takes down Toafili, sets up Florida State inside the 10.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are for my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back.
Wow.
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
When football was introduced, Arby's and boneless wings weren't a thing. Now they are a thing. And eating $5 boneless wings with fries is the most popular sport in America. Arby's, we have the meats.
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
Saturdays are about 2 things: heading to the Home Depot and
Welcome to College Game Day, built by the Home Depot.
watching football.
What a smooth handoff.
Watching a lot of football.
They're taking that to the house.
Nice technique.
Even football here.
And football snacks.
The Home Depot and College Game Day.
The perfect Saturday.
Upgrade your home with Behr Premium Plus interior paint at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Our asset is embedded. The mission is launched.
Let's go! If your cover is blown, there is no saving you.
There's so much to protect in our lives. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Love steak? Love lobster? Can't choose? Well, you'll love Outback this week, mate. Get a mouth-watering lobster tail and a juicy signature sirloin starting at just $24.99. Every day this week for a limited time, only at Outback Steakhouse.
State Farm halftime report just minutes away. Booger and Kevin here. Take a closer look at Shedeur Sanders and his fantastic start as we get ready for Colorado State tonight. Top 15 Kansas State right now struggling. So is Florida State.
Yeah, and even with 11 penalties, BC is giving them trouble because the mobile quarterback Castellanos is making a lot of plays with his arm and with his legs.
Highlights coming your way at the break. Back to you, Dave.
Florida State, Kevin, first and goal from the 2, and Benson is in for the Seminole touchdown to give them the lead. He had 3 touchdowns a week ago against Southern Miss. And thanks in part to 29 penalty yards by Boston College, the Seminoles moved down the field and had the advantage.
Boy, double here, and a nice job hinging by Bless Harris. Quality hole opened up by this offensive line. Cut vision. And a touchdown for Trey Benson.
If you're Jeff Hafley, you've kept the ball away from Florida State. Thomas Castellanos has had a good day throwing the ball, but maybe the biggest reason you trail is because you keep making ridiculously dumb mental errors. To have 30 penalties in 3 games, 11 and a half.
It's getting up there. It's not good. It's not good. And as well as they came out and performed, they've got to find a way to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
All right, let's take a look at this week's college football rankings brought to you by Allstate. We got Georgia, South Carolina coming up soon. Texas has moved into the top 5 after its win over Alabama. Penn State off to a good start. And Bama follows us here on ABC at South Florida.
Intrigued with Georgia today. They've handled their business so far. First SEC game, South Carolina coming into Athens. Shane Beamer better have his team ready to go today.
You get the sense that Georgia's kind of sick and tired of everybody talking about their schedule.
Yeah. And not run the football as effectively as I think most people thought. We'll see if they can wake up here today.
Looking for their 20th straight win. Florida State has won 8 in a row. That's the 4th longest active streak in college football. This will be a touchback. Come out to the 25. 2 ESPN primetime games tonight for you. Tennessee at Florida. Gators did not look good. Did we have an upset there? And then Deion Sanders and 18th ranked Colorado. After Jay Norvell's odd comments, the head coach of Colorado State, just adding to that firestorm in Boulder. And the greatest story maybe in sports right now, Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes
Jay
football
Norvell
program.
gave Coach Prime exactly what he wanted. Ammunition. And as he said to his players, they made it personal. I think that game in the Swamp's going to be sneaky good, Dave. The Gators give the Vols all they can handle today.
See how Boston College responds, trying to set up a screen. Castellanos able to get outside and then run out of bounds, ended up losing a yard. Brandon Fisk forced him out. 1 timeout left for BC. Florida State has 3 timeouts. And depending on what happens here on 2nd down, if it's in the field of play, then the Seminoles might call a timeout. Try to get the ball back to Jordan Travis one more time.
I love Braden Fisk on film. He's got a great first step, very quick feet. Excellent effort to the football. He's strong inside. That's been a great addition for Adam Fuller's defense.
And BC just going to run it. Robichaux knocked down at the 27, and Mike Norvell wisely uses the timeout. Jared Verse, just the 2nd time we've called
Florida
his
State,
name here.
They're first. 30 seconds.
2 timeouts remaining for Florida State.
1:15.
You know, just kind of thinking back prior to Mike Norvell's arrival, after Jimbo Fisher left, there were some rough times at Florida State. And these kind of games, when things didn't go well early for Florida State, usually meant they lost. So the fact that Seminoles have the lead right now shows you how things have changed and how the program has matured.
No doubt. It's all a testament to Mike Norvell, the players he's brought in, and obviously the buy-in and experience. I said earlier, it's a veteran, mature football team with excellent leadership. down 10-3 on the road, and all they've done is come back and scored 2 quick touchdowns. And they get a stop here. They're going to get the ball back and try to tack on one more. And a reminder, they get the football back to start the second half as well. So rocky start for Florida State, but now starting to settle in.
Castellanos swallowed at the point of attack. That was Bethune who made the hit. And so it's 4th down, another timeout here.
Florida State, their second, 30 seconds.
So they're going to get the ball back with a minute to go. And a timeout, which is enough time, certainly, for Jordan Travis to move the team down the field.
3 possessions, 3 scores for Florida State here in this first half. It's only the 4th possession of the half for the Noles.
That's remarkable. 3 possessions, 3 scores. And that's why, you know, look at the numbers, only 9 attempts for Travis so far.
Both quarterbacks have stepped up, played well. Similar game plans, too, with both quarterbacks. A lot of move in the pocket, getting them outside. Quarterback run game, very much a part of both of these quarterbacks' repertoire.
DiLoretto on the punt from his 13-yard line. Keon Coleman is deep. Fields it on his 23 and grabbed at the ankles and brought down at the 20-yard line. Good tackle by Elijah Jones.
Well, Jordan Travis coming in. He's right there at the very top for most people and the Heisman Trophy odds. So good on the move, locating Toafili on the sidelines. Read zone, freezes that backside defensive end, makes a quality run. Boy, just distribute the football to your playmaker's hands, and he's got a plethora of them with this Florida State offense. Very solid, efficient first half and limited opportunities for Jordan Travis.
He certainly spread it around, and they're going to spread it out here. 5 wide on 1st down with a minute to go and 1 timeout left for Florida State. Ball on the Seminole 21. Travis from the pocket and not on the same page with Johnny Wilson. Way over his head. 2nd and 10.
Johnny Wilson shut it down, working back to the quarterback, and Jordan Travis expecting his big target to continue to go vertically. Miscommunication between quarterback and wide receiver.
Yeah, he had the seam route big time.
You got Toafili in the game again. You talked earlier about his pass catching ability. He's in the slot there at the bottom of your screen. And now bringing Toafili back into the backfield on 2nd and 10. BC bringing pressure. Travis looking deep, airing it out. Knocked away, incomplete. It was intended for Keon Coleman, and Amari Jackson made the play in coverage, 3rd down.
Well, there's a lot of trust already between Jordan Travis and Keon Coleman. He should be. I think he's one of the best receivers in all of college football. This pass a little bit too far inside, and an excellent job by Amari Jackson getting that right hand up and getting the pass breakup. Jeff Hafley told us he thinks he's got a chance to be a very high draft pick at corner at some point in his career. Started 5 games last year as a freshman. He's got excellent cover skills on the outside.
Florida State 0 for 2 on 3rd down so far. 3rd and 10. Travis climbing the pocket, taken off, being chased, flag down. And Travis in trouble, stayed in bounds, still going. And finally brought down at the 30-yard line, short of the line to gain by about 2 yards. And Jordan Travis is hurt. Travis is down for Florida State. Hard to tell if it was non-contact or it was after he took that hit from Cam Arnold.
He was shaking his left arm there, Dave, kind of pointing to his chest, pec area.
Every single Florida State fan holding its breath right now. The penalty is on the Seminoles. That's the first on Florida State today.
Holding. Offense number 63. Penalty is declined. It's 4th down. Timeout for an injured offensive player.
Do you think about the resurgence of this program? Number 3 highest ranking since 2017 when they were 3rd preseason and ended up going 7-6 that year, Jimbo's last year. Hopefully Travis is okay after this hit here from Cam Arnold.
Almost looked like the way he came down. Cam Arnold grabs him up, grabs his legs, and as he comes down that left arm.
Because the clock was running and the injury to the offensive player stopped the clock, that calls for a 10-second runoff, which has been declined by Boston College. The clock will start on the snap.
And Travis, you saw afterwards Victor Nelson come over the top, and I wonder, was there a shot there to the shoulder or something? Travis rather holding his left wrist. Well, BC declining that 10-second runoff. It wants the ball, and the Eagles have one timeout left. Jaden Williams is deep. Here's the punt by Mastromato. That's a good one. Bear caught at the 30 with 31 seconds remaining. The backup quarterback, by the way, for Florida State is Tate Rodemaker, who came off the bench for a come-from-behind win against Louisville last year when Travis got hurt in that game. You see the landing, and then you see at the end the leg of Victor Nelson. It did catch him in the right shoulder collarbone area.
I don't know, it seemed like the impact on the ground, that left hand goes down, just kind of gets jarred back. It's an awkward landing for Jordan Travis. Hopefully he's able to be healthy and come back.
Castellanos flushed out of the pocket, sidearms it complete out to the 40-yard line. Joseph Griffin, and he gets out of bounds with 40 at the 42-yard line with 24 seconds remaining.
When they've been at their best, moving the pocket, allowing Castellanos to get outside. But Joseph Griffin really stepped up from the onset, the opening possession, making big plays for this offense.
Castellanos to throw again. Pass off target. Contact, no flag. Griffin again the intended target. Ventrell Cypress in coverage. 20 seconds to go in the half.
But Ventrell Cypress, another one of these excellent portal transfer players. Jeff Hafley not happy at all. He wanted a tug on Cypress. Tight, good coverage. Left hand might have got a little bit of a tug here on the backside, but I'm okay with the no call there, Dave.
Castellanos running around and then got outside the pocket and just threw it away. The ball did get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's third down with 12 seconds to go. But we're talking about Florida State getting back to a position of power, and people start to think the Noles are for real. They got Clemson next week. It's been a struggle here in the first half, and now the health of your star player, your best player, on offense anyway, is a big question mark.
Jordan Travis went into the tent. Looks like he's heading to the locker room now.
12 seconds remaining in the half. Third down. Castellanos over the middle. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Ended up being behind the receiver, and now BC will have to punt with 8 seconds to go.
Tatum Bethune's been all over the field making tackles. See him in coverage right. And the quarterbacks.
Receiver downfield. Offense number 11 was covered at the snap. That penalty is declined. It's fourth down.
So you wonder here if there's any time left on the clock after the punt. Does Tate Rodemaker just go out there and take the snap for Florida State and take a knee? Jordan Travis still has his helmet on.
Yep.
Guys, that's the third time that they've had number 11 covered up. Boston College on offense with illegal formation, been called on it twice.
Here's the punt. Keon Coleman is deep, and it lands out of bounds with 3 seconds left. So Florida State will have to snap the ball. Let's see who comes out here at quarterback for the Seminoles. Tate Rodemaker in the huddle with his helmet on, so it looks like it'll be him.
He's athletic. He's got a big arm. Stepped in last season. Helped lead a quality victory against Louisville. Well, they like him a lot. But, boy, Jordan Travis, as we've talked about all first half, he's a difference maker He's a special player for Florida State, and I think right now the thoughts solely with the health status of their quarterback, Jordan Travis.
Florida State leads at halftime, though, 17-10. The third-ranked team opening up conference play at BC. Coming up after the break, the State Farm halftime report. Back after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Did you know taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep? So you wake refreshed for a more productive day. Get 24-hour continuous relief that does not fade. Be wise all, take Zysol at night.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like these all-new boneless chicken wings. Juicy all-white meat chicken, lightly breaded and baked to a crispy golden brown. Try them with our new zesty sauce. Find our new boneless wings on the Papa Pairings menu. Better ingredients, better pizza at Papa John's.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest-lasting AA battery.
A man, his family, and his tractor Penny. These are the Upshaws. And this is their playground. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us on a John Deere tractor and start telling yours.
This place is special. It's not just the things you learned, the friends you made, or the wins you saw. It's not even that you walk the same paths as renowned artists, CEOs, and Nobel laureates. But what makes FSU special is who you became while you were here.
The man of the hour has arrived.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm here.
It's so inspiring to be around women that have been through life already.
Wow. Let the journey begin.
He's been elected to 13 professional football all-star teams. His foundation has contributed over $50 million to help improve the quality of life for cancer patients and families in need. He played professional football for 20 seasons and was the 2009 championship game MVP. And he's coming to Montgomery for one night only. Faulkner University presents Drew Brees, October 5th at their annual benefit dinner. Tickets are on sale now. Order your tickets today by calling 334-386-7257 or at faulkner.edu.
College football on ABC 32, brought to you by Guardian Credit Union.
To the State Farm Halftime Report.
Closer than you think in Chestnut Hill. Trey Benson giving Florida State the lead right here with a short touchdown. But the Noles, a little concern with Jordan Travis. We'll talk about the quarterback in a matter of minutes right now as they lead on the road against BC. Speaking of being on the road, Penn State opening up their Big Ten schedule here at Illinois. Number 7 in the land. Illinois down 3-0. Luke Altmaier over the middle. Abdul Carter going the other way.
Really good job by Carter, dropping back, reading the eyes of the quarterback in zone coverage, and making a pick, Kev.
They will get a field goal after that. And then Katron Allen. When you look at Penn State's backfield, one of the better backfields in the country. Hard to stop these guys.
Not only a good backfield, but an offensive line that's underrated also. They got a couple of first-round picks up there. They can run the ball. But guess what, Kev? So can they line out, trying to be physical. Just like their coach, Brett Beal.
Reggie Love the third going in for the score. 6-point game right now in Champaign. Penn State on top. Number 14 LSU. 11 a.m. local kick and Starkville. Jaden Daniels to Malik Neighbors. It was this combination as a storyline.
Yeah, nice job. The slot fade. Get him in the slot, allow him to fade, giving the quarterback a lot of room. You talk about the 11 a.m. kick, Kev. Have you ever had eggs for a pregame meal?
Yeah, it feels good. And right now, Jaden Daniels dialing it up on 4th down to Neighbors.
Talk about the Stones to make that throw. 4th and 7. Again, the exact same play. The slot fade to the corner, giving the quarterback a lot of room.
LSU looking really good on the road. 24-7. A lot of doubts in a game like that, favored by 9.5. Meanwhile, number 15 Kansas State at Mizzou. Brady Cook to Luther Burton. He's got wheels.
Yeah, he's one of the top 5 receivers in America, regardless if you've ever heard of him or not. Luther Burton. Remember the name.
Will Howard, the veteran, feels like he's been there 10 years, taking his time. Nice Nice pass there to Ben Sinnott. Kansas State taking back the lead, but here comes Brady Cook, the physical toughness.
Yeah, you love how Coach Drink, the head coach, will run Brady Cook and gain an extra man with the offensive line.
Mizzou right now at the break, up 17-14. Keep an eye on a potential upset with that game right now brewing in the Little Apple. Booger McFarland, Kevin Agandi here, and let's get to Jordan Travis. Because honestly, when you see a play like that, he extended that play, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, my God, good, go down. We'll get an update on his injury, I'm sure, with the game crew there. What was your first thought when you saw him go down?
Well, the Florida State season might be over if he's hurt, because if you look at him, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the country. Off to a great start, a potential Heisman Trophy candidate early on in the season. And he's trying to extend the play, trying to get a first down. His team needs a little pick-me-up, and you can see him come down. That left elbow goes into the ground, kind of jams that shoulder. Let's hope it's not a serious injury, Kev.
Yeah, to your point, too, if it is something with the shoulder, it's his left shoulder, not his throwing arm. But, again, we will keep an eye on a game like this here, because this is a lot closer than many anticipated, especially when you're on the road in the Northeast. You're favored by 25.5 points. What does that do? Because when you look at Florida State, that's a team you're like, they could be #1 in the country. They're not, because Georgia's the defending champs, but they shouldn't be up by just 7 points.
No, they shouldn't, Kev. But, again, early start, a little sleepy, no sunlight out, it's a little hazy. And then the BC quarterback, Thomas Castellanos, is coming out, and he's being a dual threat. He's using his arm, but more importantly, he's using his legs. And anytime you have a dual threat quarterback, you can neutralize the opponent, plus the environment. Let's face it, Chestnut Hill is a great, sleepy. It's a great place to play, and BC's playing well so far.
Castellanos, by the way, to your point, Florida State recruited him out of high school as an athlete running back.
Exactly.
You're seeing that on the ground, right?
Very athletic.
Nearly 100 yards as the running quarterback for the Eagles. We'll see how this plays out in the second half. Hopefully we have an update with Jordan Travis. And when we talk about Heisman contenders, Travis #2 with the odds. Just behind him is Shedeur Sanders getting ready for his big moment on ESPN tonight. We'll take a closer look after this.
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, this is Chantrice, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. No, actually the mild spiciness of the jalapeno peppers. No, it's the crispy chicken. Actually, I can't decide. It's the entire sandwich.
Hey, my name's Liam, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is that it's so creamy. The pimento cheese has the great flavor, but it also lets everything else on the sandwich elevate it. That takes it up to another level. It's the best.
These dancing stars are ready to turn it up.
Tyson Beckford,
Allison Hannigan,
Ariana Maddox,
Adrian Peterson,
Sochi Gomez,
Matt Walsh,
Lele Pons,
Mauricio Urmanski,
Jason Mraz,
Jerry Lawson,
Harry Jowsey,
Barry Williams,
Mira Sorvino,
and Jamie Lynn Spears.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars, September 26th, live on ABC and Disney+.
Next day on Hulu.
Welcome back to the State Farm Halftime Report.
I'm flat out coming. It's gonna be a different feel, a different attitude, a different energy. We're gonna outwork them. You gotta work. We're gonna work with. It's time. We're gonna win right now, not later. That man next to you is the girl. Every darn thing you got right now. That man next to you is the dog. Let's go hunt today. That man next to you is somebody that got to have it today. I got receipts. You believe in you? You believe in that? I believe. We ain't coming no more. Yeah.
All about Coach Prime and Coach Corso this morning. Boulder, 400th headgear, picking the Buffaloes, and everybody feeling good about Colorado. Meanwhile, Deion's got a message to Jay Norvell, Colorado State.
Jay Norvell talks to you today and takes off his hat. He's wearing one.
Well, when we meet at the conclusion of the game, just keep the cameras rolling.
Keep the cameras rolling.
That game on ESPN tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern. The swag, I mean, come on, no one can argue.
Yeah.
When he brings it, everybody's paying attention, and they responded. A big reason why is because Deion's son, Shador, who's been amazing. How about over 900 yards in the first 2 games and completing 75% of his passes?
And Kev, when you talk about words that describe great quarterbacks, you use the same words for Shador Sanders. The accuracy, the ball placement, the footwork. He has been outstanding, and those are words from a standpoint of a quarterback that you want to see, and he embodies them all. And when you look at the tape, Kev, it jumps off the tape. It's not just that he's 6'2", 200-plus pounds. Look at the footwork. Look at the calmness in the pocket, Kev. Eyes down the field, understanding what I see and where I want to throw. And then the number one job of a quarterback, be accurate with the football and deliver it on time. There's a great example of that. Again, watch the footwork, the calmness. Feet are not moving too fast. Squaring the shoulders, looking downfield, Kip. Eyes seeing the defenders. I know where my receivers are going to go, and then delivering the ball, slowing the receiver down, and accurate throw. And then the thing that separates me from you, Kev, and great quarterbacks from others is the ability to be athletic. When there's an open field in front of you, go get it. Kev, this young man right now, we talk a lot about Drake May.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about Caleb Williams.
Yes.
I'm not sure they're better than this young man right now.
Wow.
And if he wants to come out in the draft, Mel Kiper has already come out and said he's my number 3 quarterback.
Yeah.
By the time the season's over, he may climb higher than that. He embodies everything you want in a quarterback: decision-making, accuracy, poise, tremendous fundamentals from the hips down. He's outstanding.
Leads the FBS when pressure when it comes to throwing yards.
Yes.
Over 400, right?
Yes.
And completions. He's taken a couple of sacks. We'll see if Colorado State can apply some pressure to keep this close, as Colorado's favored by 23. As we take a look at this offense, the instant turnaround. You have over 80 new players, and you see Shador Sanders. He's the stability for this entire offense to cook.
Well, and they understand what they are. They're not physical up front, and so they use the short passing game to substitute for the running game. And you have a quarterback that's accurate. You have playmakers. You have a young running back in Edwards, Travis Hunter. They have enough playmakers to make plays.
And then quick release, right? Quick release.
Very quick and accurate.
And I'll wait to see that game tonight on ESPN.
Patrick, Jake for State Farm. Explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
it can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies.
I seen
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Colorado. Oh, you think, so this was another thing that they were
Hey, you stabbed a silver tooth and I was just a pup. I don't wanna get the feelings, I'm trying to see what's up. How that shorty clean the fenders, how they diamond, hey. First order of biz, no snitching. I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Got another hit, no flinching. Tell them send a watch it like a fit. Oh, Prince, so you stabbed a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Wanna get the feelings, I'm trying to see what's up. How that shorty clean the fenders, how they diamond, hey.
The whole discussion was, you felt like
greatness is a feeling. Fearless. Brotherhood. Greatness is more than winning the game. It's changing. Greatness is what we do. Accomplish greatness.
It's never too late. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I'm ready to find love now.
Let the journey begin.
Will you marry me?
That came out of nowhere too. If you like pina colada. Utah was on the rise.
True love and marriage starts here.
I can't stop myself from falling.
had pieces. They just
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Update from Champaign. Actually, we'll get that to it in a second. We've got a doubleheader Monday Night Football on ESPN, ESPN2, as well as ABC. Saints-Panthers. Bryce Young in action. We'll see him at 7 o'clock Eastern. And then Browns-Steelers. Steelers coming off a loss. They've got to get on track here with Kenny Pickett on 8 o'clock Eastern. I mentioned the update Champaign. Let's go. Drew Aller on the road here, finding Liam Clifford. I'm really high on the Nittany Lions.
No question, it's because of their quarterback. They finally have a guy, Kev, that can make accurate throws and can make those plays in big games when they need to.
Set up Alex Perkins right there, right now. 16-7 Penn State at the break on the road.
I think my thing is I haven't seen
Louisville taking on Indiana. We saw a couple big scores there for Louisville early on, and now it's another one on the ground. Jawar Jordan finding the hole and, I mean, going right through Indiana's defense.
Yeah, two guys on the air for Indiana go upfield, running back cuts right underneath for a touchdown.
27-7. This one's for you, Bull. Wake Forest struggling against ODU. They're driving here, and oh no. Oh no! Don't cough it up! Yes, he does!
Oh, now scoop it. You got, come on, get it. Let the best athletes on the field get a scoop. Oh, big fella, 74, don't dive. There you go, 72. Usually those guys dive to make it look good. I'm glad they did.
Out of Steve. Look at Jason, quarterback. Old Dominion, Lamarian James to the house, 17-0. They've got the lead at home. My goodness, Thomas Castellanos has been fantastic for BC. They're down by 7. FSU gets the ball. We'll see. Jordan Travis is going to be on the field after this.
But this kind of like a sleeper week. It ain't too much like real good games, but it's like
I'll be there in 30, maybe an hour.
This one's a potential good game. Well, it's 10 to
Schedule that for 4 o'clock.
That's already.
The all-new Hyundai Kona with class-leading interior space and tech features.
Popeye's new sweet and spicy wings don't make sense. Marinated and tossed in a blend of chili, garlic, and ginger, as sweet as they are spicy.
Nice catch. Butterfingers.
Just like my Nana. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Greatness is
I really want to see that Colorado.
fearless.
What's the deal? Everybody in here, we getting a little viewers going.
Brotherhood.
Greatness
is more than winning the game.
Let me know if y'all got any issues, can't hear or anything like that. I don't know if y'all can see my boy Tay in the back.
What we do.
He played receiver, slot receiver.
Accomplish greatness.
Running back in the day.
We are back.
With big stars and big laughs.
And a big chance to win. Applause.
TV's happiest hour
Show us what you got.
is back.
This is what you have when you're
Shrinkage.
Yes.
Michael Stray hosts an all-new season of Pyramid. Premieres September 27th on ABC.
Colorado gets ran through by Colorado State.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit and sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Another Guardian Credit Union store.
I'm a mess. I need a trim, I need a new dishwasher, and a much-needed vacation. Do you see any grays? It sounds like you need a personal loan.
I know,
my friend just got one through Guardian Credit Union. He used to upgrade his kitchen appliances. That's exactly what I need to do. Guardian has amazing low rates on loans. They even have a friendly team that works with you to make payments affordable.
Each time Colorado
You know me
score, I'll
so
take a
well.
shot.
I guess stylists really can fix anything.
Connect with Guardian today for all your lending needs.
What y'all think about this Boston FSU? Let's put a poll in the chat.
No problem.
Let's get some interaction going, man. I know I'll be a little late sometimes.
With 5 drive
Got a
modes,
flat tire today, y'all.
Road makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $349 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
There's a new flavor in Hardee's Craft Kitchen. Nashville hot chicken. Juicy, 100% white meat, dipped in buttermilk, hand-breaded and seasoned to bring the heat. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? New Nashville hot is goodness in the making.
ASE Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASE.
Welcome back to ESPN's Afternoon College Football on ABC.
Presented by
Gillette Labs from Alumni Stadium in Chestnut Hill. You're watching the ACC on ESPN.
A chance to win?
Third-ranked Boston College.
What you mean anybody give
Florida
State a
State
chance to win?
leads
Shout out to
Boston
the
College
men,
17-10. Jordan Travis injured towards the end of the
you gotta
first
go
half.
a little deeper on that one.
But he has his helmet on, and we are told by Tom Luginbill he is going to go in the game here. Here's the injury. Hard to tell exactly what happened and when it happened, but he did not return for that last play of offense, knowing that he did suffer an injury there at the end of the half.
I'm so glad he's at least going to give it a try and give it a go here in this second half.
Shout out to
They've
Jeff,
got
man.
playmakers all over this offense and all over this football team.
We got a 50-50 on this Boston College and on this FSU right now.
Good news, at least initially.
Oh, do I think? No, I was
Jordan
kind of
Travis
playing with
looking to make it
Colorado
a go
State.
here
I
in
don't
the
think it's
second
going to be
half.
an
And
upset.
they will get the ball here,
But I think
so
Colorado
we'll see
State going
Travis
to either upset
momentarily.
Oregon
6 of 11
or they're going to
passing,
upset
91
USC.
yards and a touchdown. He also had 25
But
yards
I've
on the
done my
ground.
research. This is my decision, right?
For Boston College had a terrific first half, passing touchdown,
the bar
88
chair.
rushing yards, but
I've done my
11
research.
penalties by
I think
BC,
Colorado State could for sure
0
beat
by Florida State. Huge
could for sure
story
beat
here
Oregon
in the first half.
because Oregon
Florida State,
don't
as we
stop the
mentioned,
run.
ranked
If
third
Colorado
highest
State
ranking
ends
in
up
6
establishing a
seasons.
little bit of
The
a better
Noles are
run game,
at Clemson
they got
next week.
something. And I
Lost
think
7
that
in a row to
Oregon
the Tigers.
DBs are not that
They still
good.
have to play Duke, Miami,
I don't think Oregon DBs
and
is not
Florida
that
at the
good.
season. They don't play North Carolina or North Carolina State. Boston
I thought
College
you were
lost to
talking
Northern
MSU.
Illinois
Heck
week
nah.
1, barely beat Holy Cross week 2.
Heck
But they
nah.
had the lead for a good
But we
part
getting
of the
ready
first
for
half
this,
here
man.
today. But trail as we start the second half, as the ball is taken at the 25-yard line and out of bounds at the 28.
I think Bo Nix is he's
Dave,
good,
it
but
does look like Jordan
I
Travis
think
is
if
good to go.
Colorado
I talked to
State
Mike
DBs
Norvell
step
when I
up, I
asked
think
him. I was
Oregon
kind of surprised by his
DBs is
response. He
somewhat weak.
confidently said, "We feel good about it. He seems to be fine. We're going to give it a go." Clearly, they don't speak about injuries, but it is something in the upper left side of his body that he seems to be kind of catering to on the left side. But if he can go, I would be surprised if the quarterback run game is as big a component of the offense.
We got a
If he can't go
50-50 vote on this
full speed,
LSU
look for more in the passing game and lean on those running backs.
on this FSU Boston College game. We got a 50-50 vote going right now.
Won the game and come from behind fashion. Travis gonna hand it off here to
Which is
Benson,
weird
and
because
good play.
FSU really should be dogging
By
these
George
boys.
Rooks. Maybe a one-yard
I
pickup.
could see MSU beating Washington now. That they bought back.
Trey Benson,
Mike,
Lawrence
you know?
Toafili, Rodney Hill had a quality
They
first
said,
half.
I
As
don't
he
know.
checked in,
You don't like Bo
gotta
Nix
imagine
for
Florida
Oregon?
State gonna try to
I can't even
protect
see.
their
I got the little
quarterback
heart
best
thing
they
over
can
it.
and pound the
Who's
rock here in
playing?
the second half.
Hold on.
Will throw, lobs it deep.
Oh man, yeah, that quarterback is not hurt. That quarterback is not hurt. Hey, I like Bo Nix though. I did my homework on Bo Nix and the whole little thing, Auburn, little transfer, all that other stuff. He got an arm, but I think it's gonna come down to defense for that game. So I feel like they offensively is like at a 50-50. So it's gonna come down to that defense. And if Travis Hunter steps up on defense and makes some plays, we got action.
Back to the rushing attack.
But I think Oregon can't stop the run for sure. Oregon just gonna pass. They
talked
cannot
about
stop
in
the run.
First half, penalty flag down. Had some drops last
Jeff,
week.
you were talking about
He secured the ball,
MSU?
though, here today. Transfer from Arizona State. He's got
Michigan.
great
Oh, you think
size
we
at
talking about
6'7",
Michigan State?
240. Big target for Jordan Travis.
Defense, number 91.
We all over the place right now, man. We a little late to the stream though. We slide in at halftime, so I'm still trying to figure out. I'm trying to gauge this game and what's going on. Because ain't no way Boston College should have put up 10.
And we just started the third quarter.
But everybody says a couple sleeper games. I think that Kent State game is one that everybody says is a sleeper this game. Now I want to say one more game that everybody kind of talking about as a sleeper game right now.
Into the locker room at halftime, and let me tell you something. When it's going bad for you in terms of penalties, and you get a defensive holding call in the front, that's a bad day.
Yeah.
So automatic first down. Florida State with the ball at the BC 16. Travis.
Yeah, I feel like Boston College been like a ASU type team for the
tripped up
Pac-12
enough to
or
get
like
him to the ground at the
I was talking about
13-yard
like a
line.
Stanford type team. Like
Good tackle.
they're a team that you just they not no pushovers or nothing like that, but they just like a solid 500 team. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know what their record was last year.
I just love the way
Someone said Boston College has like 15 penalties already. It's getting ugly. I'm trying to understand how they got 10 points.
wrapped up at the 4-yard line. He had 2 catches on
you
the
know what
season
program
coming
is
in.
interesting
He
too? I think Texas A&M. I wonder what's really going on with Texas A&M right
receiver,
now.
going to run a receiver screen to him. Good blocking on the perimeter by Johnny Wilson to help spring a nice pickup and a first down.
It looks like an oversized receiver that runs like a running back.
It's
so unique.
Lights on or nothing, man. We all tripped out right now.
Tough to tackle, and he's got great ball skills.
And a pair of scores in the LSU game.
Oh, they was 3-9 last year. Yeah. I don't understand what FSU was playing with them for.
Travis
wide open.
Back of the end zone. Touchdown. It's Preston Daniel. Beautiful call by Mike Norvell.
See, this is I was accepting this from a lot of teams in like that first week. You know what I mean? When these higher teams was kind of still in the ball game with lower ranked teams. But this is week 3. I don't know. This is going on. They need to be getting gas from start to finish.
Touchdown to kick off this second.
For them to just battle with LSU in the LSU,
Travis, 8th on the season.
and they was what number? I want to say.
Is good. Makes it 24-10. It was 7-0 Boston College.
Yeah,
but pretty much all Knowles since.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is
early
life.
on in the season.
It's the Let's Load Up the ATV's life.
But we already in week
my
3,
kids play way too many sports life.
Perfect. You feel me? You know how
Let's find a secret spot to
some
fish
stuff
life.
is doable, but
nice.
Once we get
Discover
later,
how
more
Ram
deep
powers
into the
all
week,
the lives you live during Ram Power Days.
To the season, we not
During
having
Ram Power
mistakes,
Days,
you know
get
what I mean?
4,000
Like
retail
how
consumer cash
Boston
allowance
College
on
has
most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks. See your Ram dealer today.
FSU should have been
With no
capitalized
fees
on
or
all them
minimums
penalties,
and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions.
Let me get a D-line
Even
to jump
easier
offside.
than this.
You already know that fade. We put 6 on the board right now.
Derek Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Week 4, though. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees,
you
you
still
make
making
a
the same
decision.
mistakes in week
That's
3 that you
banking
made in week
reimagined.
1.
What's in
Somebody's
your
about to step up and take your spot. That's the thing. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Next man up.
What's around the time that normally happens?
You know that.
How many you on number 1 depth chart in my game?
Yeah, really by that scrimmage. That scrimmage get moved around. Yeah. That depth chart. I'll say most of the time starters stay the starters, but that like whoever's second, third, they got moved around something.
Should have used bear. Sorry, side bear.
Somebody,
Should have used
so
bear.
we got Boston College at
Today, let's paint.
67%
Right now, get America's
y'all
most
think
trusted
Boston
paint
College
brand
got
at a new
this?
low price. Bear, only at the Home Depot.
We got LSU at 30. I mean, I just want to say LSU, FSU at 33.
For Boston College to turn this around and win, FSU got
The chaos is coming.
Florida just scored 2. Let me see what other games. Let's see how this whole little week is looking. Because it seemed like it wasn't that many 12 o'clock games. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I wish I could.
We love our house.
It's on a great block, tree-lined street.
The neighbors are
I might do
observant.
some other little things.
And we're back at the Sullivan House.
It's
So
lawn
we
day,
got
Sheila.
Penn
and
State,
Louisa.
Illinois. I heard that's going to
Bit
be
of
a
an
good
eyesore.
game. 16-7 at halftime.
Dry shade.
LSU is
Interesting
running through
technique.
Mississippi
That's gonna come
State,
back to haunt them.
27-7.
Some people clean while
It's
they
third
can, not
quarter
these
though,
folks.
but
At least Geico makes
if this was
bundling our home
halftime,
and
I'll
car
be-
insurance
I mean, it's
easy.
just
Saves
right
us a
close to
ton.
halftime, I guess.
If only they bundled the
As I said, that
leaves.
Kansas State, Missouri,
You know,
that's
I
a good
wouldn't have
game.
pegged these two as
17-17.
yogis.
I still don't.
For bundling made easy,
Weaver
go to
State, Utah,
geico.com.
0-0.
These
You don't
dancing
care.
stars are ready to
They don't blow out Weaver, bro. That's gonna be. That's
Yeah.
gonna have to. We're gonna have to change around.
That's what I'm
But Weaver State's like.
Get the new spin on Dancing with the Stars.
Live September 26th.
That's why I feel like these games, if they score, I give
All
up like
season
one
long,
touchdown
student
first
sections
quarter.
across the country
That's
are
going to be our
competing to be
wake-up
the Taco
touchdown.
Bell Live My
Or
Student section of the year.
that's
Download the
acceptable. A
Taco
wake-up
Bell
touchdown
app
is always
to learn more.
like acceptable. Like,
Pretty
we
good
get
turnout
together. Or
from
if
the
it's
BC
like
students in the
fourth
10th
quarter
annual Red
and
Band
everybody's
Dana
out
game.
and then they score.
Honoring
That's
Wells
acceptable.
Crowther
They
lost his
score early on or
life
something.
during the 9/11
They put
terrorist
up like
attacks,
2 tubs,
but
2-3
saved
tubs.
a dozen lives in the process. Just a remarkable story. He's being honored here today.
Alabama,
BC
South
will be
Florida.
back on offense, and we'll start this drive in the 25. We'll see how Thomas Castellanos
It's a couple sleeper
responds
games.
with
Like
his
I
team
think
down
this one
14
is.
points.
And then,
He was
like I was saying, at
outstanding
Kansas State,
in the first half
Missouri,
and really got off to a
like
great start those first two possessions. He cooled off after that as Florida State's defense
South
settled
Carolina,
in. But
Georgia,
we'll see what Mr. Castellanos
San Diego
has
State,
in store
Oregon State,
for the second half. By the way,
Oklahoma,
my first time in
Tulsa,
Boston College, and my first time in Boston, what an amazing city. Chestnut Hill is absolutely gorgeous. Had a lobster roll last night.
Western Michigan.
I could easily see
Washington,
myself back
Michigan
here in
State.
Boston
Oh,
sometime
this
very
was,
soon. An
Miz
amazing
was talking
city
about this
we've had a
Washington,
chance to enjoy the last couple of days.
And to refinance, though, your mortgage to pay
Like
for the
Jeff, this was
lobster
Jeff was
rolls
talking
here.
about. My bad. We might tap into that game
Into
too.
traffic, and it's intercepted at the
What?
40-yard line. What an incredible play by DJ Lundy. He was on the ground, and he picked it off.
Yeah. Look, somebody moved their boat or somebody else voted. What we
Boy,
doing?
just a disastrous start here
everybody
for
else,
Boston
okay, we
College in the
50-50.
second half.
FSU,
Florida State goes right down
Boston
first
College
play
still.
offensively for BC.
NC
Pressure
Central,
on Castellanos and an ill-advised
Ooh, we might have to
throw.
tap into
Get
that
back to
Tennessee,
move in the
Florida.
pocket.
I
Got
knew that
pressure
one.
on him. Ball does not come out clean.
We might need
How
to
about the
tap into that Tennessee,
concentration there
Florida later on, y'all.
by Lundy? Locate the football,
That's gonna be a
secure
good
the
game. I
catch as
like
it goes to the
Tennessee.
ground. Great play.
It's one of the few times, too, they've been able to affect the quarterback in the passing game. Florida State on defense. What a spectacular acrobatic play.
Yeah, Patrick Payton got there first. Jared Verse with the hit. And Noel's back in business.
Starting on the 40-yard line with Jordan Travis in the game at quarterback, and he'll throw it. Jaheim Bell comes free, breaks a tackle at the 15. Another tackle, dives for the end zone.
Stop it. What are we doing?
And down at the half-yard line. A 40-yard gain, though.
Is that a tub? They gonna give it to him?
Locate number 6.
Oh, that ball did kind of get a little
She's going to
loose, so it's
stretch
over.
out, try to get in the end zone. Ooh, that's going to be close, Dave. That's going to be very close.
It's interesting. Florida State's getting up there to snap the ball quickly.
Trying to get it over with.
Not allowing replay enough time there to blow it dead, but I think BC came into the neutral zone anyway.
Offside. Defense number 13.
Yeah, this when you start to see what better team though, because
13
when flags and
penalties
stuff
by
start getting
Boston
thrown,
College, none by Florida State. Now this gives replay a chance to look at this a little bit longer to see if Bell got into the end zone. But
really, I feel like penalties low-key shots. You're a little too nervous.
I mean, you can blame the officials all you want, but at some point, this does point back to the coach.
What you nervous for? Right here.
I mean, 33 penalties in 2.5 games?
Damn.
Not disciplined, Mr. Pash. Record for Boston College is 17 back in 1988.
Is that the runner was short of the goal line. The previous play is under further review.
I kind of wondered why Florida State was up there trying to snap it so quickly, but then they get help because BC jumps offside, which allows replay more time to take a look.
Where does the thigh touchdown? There, ball looked like it was over the.
Could be a tug.
Looked like it was over the goal line to me.
FSU was just trying to get the play off. Like,
no, this view is going to give us as good of a look as to where that football is.
He broke the plane.
Looks like a touchdown.
Looks like a touchdown to me. Great effort by Jaheim Bell, dragging BC defenders as he fully stretches out to reach that ball over.
What we really reviewing right now?
Imagine this is going to be reversed. Looks like 6 for the Noles.
Yeah.
That would mean one less penalty for Boston College. That's the good news for
BC.
BC.
Boston College just screwed themselves. Right here with this.
All right, let's bring in Matt Austin here. Matt, are you in agreement that this is a touchdown?
Well, everybody in here, man, go make sure I keep on subscribing to the channel,
I think
man.
it's
We
a
got a lot of
touchdown.
football for
Do
y'all
I have
today.
video evidence that it's a touchdown? And I think no. Without a shot right down the goal line, you just can't tell with certainty. So I think this play is going to stand.
Okay, and to your point, you have to have indisputable video evidence beyond all doubt to overturn the ruling on the field. I thought they did. I thought, like you, Dusty, that we had enough video evidence, but
our brain much smaller than that.
That's fair, Dave. That's fair.
Because you already seen he was trying to get a playoff. He wasn't even tripping about this. So he still got to go ahead and score.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Matt Austin 1, Dvorak Pash nothing.
That's exactly right.
We still.
So it'll be first and goal, though, for Florida State.
Locate Jaheim Bell. Whenever you're at, he's just going to be right here. He's going to work right vertically up the field. And he goes unaccounted for.
But this is a big body number 6.
In between the linebackers and safety, makes the guy miss.
He just drugged him into the end zone.
He gets him inside the 1.
So they have 2
We still
quarterbacks
at
in the game.
50-50 on his boat, man.
Center, AJ
I don't know. The way I'm
lined
looking
up
at these
behind him
penalties,
as a
I don't
fullback.
believe in Boston College anymore.
And that's actually DJ Lundy who just had the interception that was in the game, and he's into the end zone for the
I ain't gonna
touchdown.
lie, I feel like if I
Both
was
wear
an
number
OC,
10.
I always like the little fake outfit.
But it was not Duffy, it was Lundy that was in the game. The defensive number 10.
I want my running back
And
against
he
that corner
had the
or
interception
something.
and now the
Show
touchdown,
me
but there
you
is a
can
flag
play.
down.
Really could have, faked that and then did the little
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Florida State number 75, his first of the game. That 15-yard penalty.
We
will be
tripping,
enforced
but
in the
they're
kick.
not really tripping. This is
And that's the first penalty on Florida State today. But how about Mike Norvell rewarding the guy who makes a great interception by giving him the football at the 1?
Love it. As a defensive player, you go give your head coach a big hug. Pay it off after the nice interception.
He got
And a linebacker get in the end
stuff
zone.
over here too. Let me find out. He got people playing both sides.
Fitzgerald puts it through, and it's a rout now with Florida State's offense coming alive. 31-10, the Noles lead.
You know, it's tripping me out because this game is at Boston College. They wearing white. Yeah, that's all I'm like. I don't know, man. Yeah, Bowling Green versus Michigan, like, what are we doing? Hawaii versus Oregon? Wyoming versus Texas. Now, I think Texas is a sleeper team this year. I tell you, Texas is. They just got ranked number 4, but they just beat Bama. But remember, I was telling you, I don't like Bama quarterback. I really don't.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it's ready to leave the slow cooker, even buffalo chicken dip. So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a portable crispy golden shell. Runaway dip, you're free now. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
2 days before the game when they announced it. It was another team running a dual quarterback system.
Drop it on that
Ohio
head
State.
bud.
Ohio State had 2
Stinky bud.
quarterbacks.
Put a Huggies on that
They was
bud, because
kinda
only
starting a
Huggies is
little
the number
wobbly.
1 fitting diaper with a curved and
They was running
stretchy
2
fit.
quarterbacks,
We
so
got
they
you,
started
baby.
and they just decided
Let me be
quarterbacks,
direct.
I think, this
You're
week
watching
is when they
football
announced
wrong.
it.
What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get
But
the
like, it
game?
was like something to where
A clown.
one
So
quarterback
what was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
But one quarterback was getting.
Sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports
I think it was
Central
like
gives you
40%
access
of
to
the
every
reps,
game.
other one was like 60.
So you never have to compromise on game day.
We get deep into the season to where
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday Ticket on Ice. Get a $400 reward card.
It's hard to run a business on your own. With Shopify, you have everything you need to bring your dream business to life. Because when we work together, the future is bright. Start your journey with a free trial today.
People do that though. That's all I got to
Full-time fans. Your drive never goes unnoticed. And you deserve a reward. Medalla, the mark
I
of a
feel you
fighter.
though. I would like that to happen, but
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life.
if anything, I don't like, bro.
it's the white
I'm not gonna
sort
say
of
I
your
don't
brown
like,
sort
bro,
of
but I
life.
can still see Caleb Williams.
But it's
doing
also the
something
let's
for
load up the
Heisman.
ATV's life.
Because if you look at his numbers
My
right
kids
now,
play
it's
way
like,
too
bro,
many
that's
sports
still
life.
crazy.
But let's find a secret
Hey,
spot
no,
to
you're not
fish
even leading
life.
and passing right now.
That looks nice.
Who
Innovations,
USC play today?
comforts, and
Let me
powertrains
see.
built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Who do USC play?
ABC College Football, presented by Gillette Labs, is brought to you by Ram Trucks, America's best light-duty pickup
See,
for
I
new
haven't done my
vehicle quality.
homework on ASU this year either, so I don't even know what they got over there at
much
ASU.
different on a red bandana weekend. Red bandana game is always looked at and felt upon as just something more. Having that 4 wells on your back makes you play for something
No,
different.
when I look at the
something
numbers
that's
though
bigger
from
than
Caleb
yourself.
Williams,
To
it's
see that
still
red
wild.
bandana red all
I
over the
even
crowd
think
It gives you inspiration to go out and fight and get the
leading whoever got the most passing yards is from like Hawaii or something like that.
One incredibly
Hawaii quarterback
selfless,
supposedly was
sacrificial
slinging that ball
act
out.
led to the saving of many lives by Wells Crowther back on 9/11/2001. He's honored every day here on campus, but for the national audience to see. And the red bandana game, this is the 10th annual. Because of the penalty, Florida State was kicking off from deep in its own end. Here's Ryan O'Keefe past the 33-yard line. Boston College with 11:14 to go. Plenty of time, but can it find its offense again? And hasn't really done much on that side of the ball since early second quarter.
Well, Thomas Castellanos, he came out on fire. 6 of 6 to start this game. 101 yards and a touchdown.
Like
and since then,
like
now 4 of 11, just 30 yards passing, an interception on the only offensive play here in the second half. They've got to get him settled down, back into a rhythm, and playing the way he did to start this game.
But none of them threw picks though too.
First down on the 34.
That's why I say it's all like it's a lot going on.
By Florida State.
And then honestly too, it's going to be
Robichaux pushback at the 37-yard line. Little extra hit there from Fabian Lovett after the whistle blew, but no flag. A defensive
I get you, but if he just put up crazy numbers, it's like
Florida State getting the lead last year as the game has gone along.
They are so good, Dave. I know Tom and I have talked with you about this all week. But they go 5 deep at defensive tackle, 4 deep at defensive end. There's not much, if any, drop-off when they get into the depth of this front. And that's what championship teams have, quality depth up front.
Going to be Robichaux again. And once again, won't go down easily. Takes a couple guys to get into the ground. Omar Graham on the takedown along with Patrick Payton. So now it's 3rd down, and BC probably in 4-down territory. They went for it on 4th down in the first half twice on one drive, including on their own 35-yard line.
Graham's going to get credit to tackle. Nice job there by Jared Verse. Hasn't lit up the stat sheet yet in this game or this season. But they told us against Southern Miss it was the cleanest game that he played. He's really worked on his technique. He's so powerful. Mel Kiper has him as the top defensive player on his big board. If you really dive into the tape, you can see why.
And Verse at the feet of the quarterback. A flag is down, and there's a completion for a first down to Lewis Bond. Let's see what the penalty's about. Jared Verse might have been held that time.
Oh, yeah, come here.
I think they're going to get Bowery for a holding.
So they saying ASU got a good QB, Jaden Rashida.
On Boston College. So somebody that played defensive line in the NFL, Jared Verse, when you watch him play, anybody that pops into your head as a comparison?
Let me see this
I mean,
Jared
he's
Goff
so
record.
powerful, so strong. You know, you asked me about Khalil Mack. I don't know if he's Khalil Mack out in space, but he's got excellent power, stout against the run. He's really developing better and better as a pass rusher. He's a speed to power type of guy. He can get you at the bull rush, so he gets those offensive tackles to sit, and then he's developed a really nice speed rush arm over off the edge. That really makes offensive tackles struggle trying to block against them.
Another penalty on Boston College. That's number 15. The program record is 17.
Wasn't it like North Dakota?
Full start. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's on the center. Drew King
like
at this point. It's likely that they're going to get the record. We still have basically a whole half to play. And I think the reason I brought up Khalil Mack was just thinking about Bobby Jared.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't think Jared Goff
was at Albany. Khalil Mack played at Buffalo.
Yeah, he
Popped in my head there, but
but
transferred to Florida State. It's his second year with the Seminoles.
He was the first pick, nigga.
So 3rd down and 19.
That's my whole point. I'm saying I don't think he had a good record at Cal, but he was still a dog at quarterback. So he still
Let me
just find. Let me. It was 2015.
First-round pick a season ago. Wanted to come back. Want to become a better player. So many guys had come back. They've got big aspirations in Tallahassee this year. And Jared Verse, a leader on this defense, a big reason why. He was sensational last year. Whenever he showed up at Florida State, again, I don't worry so much about the stats. Show me the film, and the film so far for Jared Verse has been really good here this season.
Very well-rounded young man. Told us he loves to play the saxophone and wants to open a jazz club whenever he's done playing football. Off the side of the foot of the punter.
What year did Goff
It will check up around the 48-yard line for about a 20-yard punt.
If he opens that jazz club, maybe he can give my son a job. My son plays the clarinet, looking to play the saxophone. Maybe it could be working for Mr. Verse at some point.
All right, coming up on ACC Net at 6:30, the ACC Huddle crew will have highlights of all the afternoon games. And after the FAU-Clemson game at 8 Eastern, they'll have a full post-game show to wrap up the night. Also, here are our featured college football games on ESPN Plus coming up later tonight. Coverage of all 3 games begins 7 Eastern. To get ESPN Plus, go to ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app.
How are your saxophone skills, Dave?
Awful.
But he had the numbers.
A great cello player back in the day.
I guess.
He wasn't for the Cowboys.
Travis's pass low and incomplete, intended for Rodney Hill. But it really was a joy to talk to Jared Verse. He got great personality, and he has not forgotten where he came from. Was not recruited at all in Dayton, Ohio growing up. Ends up at Albany for a couple of years and has become a star.
He on some Brett Favre. He just a gunslinger because he got the most
what
doors.
Does it say about Florida State's culture when you decide to come back? I mean, just the 180-degree turn of this locker room, that's reflective of him foregoing his NFL draft aspirations.
Second down and 10. Pinballs forward into BC territory for a gain of 4.
I think the bigger topic here too, Tom, is just the way Florida State has really embraced the transfer portal, and they have hit on so many guys. Talking with Mike Norvell about that, it's about selection, being straight with guys.
But if you look at the record right now, if you look at everything, if you want to go off the top 25,
and they've done an outstanding job of identifying quality players, but quality young men that fit exactly the identity and culture of this program.
But do you think lower
Florida State 0 for 3 on third down today, 3rd and 6.
Like a UCLA, you think
Travis
UCLA
in
could beat
trouble,
even Arkansas?
gets out of there.
UCLA already beat. UCLA gonna stop.
Not afraid there despite getting injured.
I like Arkansas. Y'all keep talking about Arkansas though, because they got my boy. What's my quarterback name? He a big guy. He's running
on the field here, at least for now.
UCLA beat LSU, or was it Florida?
The way the defense, I think, has really settled in. I think
UCLA already beat a top
recognize. Got this Boston College team on their heels.
When he jumped over somebody. That black quarterback that was
In
real
case you're
good.
just tuning in, Travis injured at the end of the first half. Did not look good. Was in considerable pain, but ran back onto the field after halftime and has played every snap here in the third quarter. The penalty marker soars in here on 4th down and 4.
Okay, they got something. But right now it seems like Pac-12 kind of running over everybody in the Big 12, Big 12, and ranking though. That's all I'm saying.
So Winston Wright committing a penalty there that'll make it 4th and 9, and Florida State will have to punt now.
Winston Wright, West Virginia transfer, played a lot of ball
They
there.
talking about
Speaking of
right
transfers,
here.
we touched
We
on
got Trey
some
Benson
of the best
from
players
Oregon.
on this team.
We got
they
Johnny
brought in
Wilson
Keon
from,
Coleman just came in
ASU.
right before the summer.
Keon
He has
Coleman,
been
Mississippi
special.
State.
Trey Benson,
Yeah,
Johnny
LSU.
Wilson,
they
Jaheim Bell out of South Carolina, Ventrell Cypress.
That's what I'm saying. I know it was at UCLA home too, right?
For this Knowles defense this season.
Mastromano did a great job to get rid of that. It was almost blocked, but it goes into the end zone. There's still plenty of time for Boston College to have those scores, but got to stop penalizing themselves.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. It's the Let's Load Up TV's life. And my kids play way too many sports life. And let's find a secret spot to fish life. Discover how Ram powers all the lives we live during Ram Power Days.
During Ram Power Days, get 4,000 retail consumer cash allowance on most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks. See your Ram dealer.
Entertainment Weekly declares Kenneth Branagh gears up his best porno film yet. Certified fresh.
Who was that other running
And the
back
perfect movie for fall.
before Black Mamba?
I'm changing my guess.
A Haunting
Oregon
of
State?
13, now playing
Yeah,
only in
Michael
theaters.
Jackson was somebody else before that too. Yeah, they start being all the years like, hold on, they got it. Morning to heck, yeah. They start having a whole bunch of
Who's the cheesiest? Oh, come think of the cheesiest coach.
Yeah, but that's a big difference. You could be a
Official sponsor of the college football playoff.
playoff.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $15 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set
That
up
was my boy, man.
beautiful day.
He already said we still 50-50 on this FSU Boston College game. That's interesting, man. I thought y'all be everybody be going for FSU, but I said this week it's gonna be a lot of. They play Colorado State. Yeah. Colorado.
When you want
Colorado
to easily
versus Colorado
unlock
State.
your vacation,
I think
it matters where you
I don't know
stay.
what time. Yeah, 6 I
True,
guess.
by Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Shelves. Shelves smart enough to see. Sense. React.
This stuff over with, man. I kind of want to click on to another game.
So caramel swirl is always there for the taking.
Shout out to everybody in the chat
Some
right
people
now.
just know
Everybody
there's a
watching, and
podcast
make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe
Those
to
are
the
the
channel,
people who
man.
know
Let's
to
keep it
choose
going.
Allstate.
Big tea drinker?
Yeah.
There's a podcast about tea.
He knows, and he wants you to know
I
too.
was listening to a podcast on that dogs know their dogs.
There's a podcast about that?
Just like he wants you to know about Allstate.
There's a podcast about fly fishing called Why Is That Person Doing That? It's called Tea-rific.
Are you listening to a podcast?
Yeah, it's about multitasking.
Some people just know there's a podcast about that. Those are the people who know you're in good hands with Allstate.
When you use reward points to get something for free in the McDonald's app and treat a friend with it, they don't have to know it was free. That can be our secret. Earn free food with the app.
If you wake up thinking about the markets and want to make the right moves fast, get Decision Tech for insights on when to buy and sell and proactive alerts on market events. That's Decision Tech, only from Fidelity.
KJ Jefferson, that's the quarterback over there.
Miss Holman, my first and second grade teacher, you're the one who taught me how to be a good person. You taught me how to stay calm, stay collected in situations where I wanted to get more hyped up and I wanted to do a lot. And he taught me just how to be a nice person and overall. And I thank you so much for that. I can never pay you back for that.
Well, we mentioned that Jared Verse told us, hey, I have not forgotten where I came from. And certainly with the respect he's shown to a teacher that was very helpful to him as a young man, speaks volumes there. Gain of about 3 for Robichaux. For 10 years, ESPN has supported the College Football Playoff Foundation, bringing the college football community together during Extra Yard for Teachers Week to celebrate and honor great teachers. Since its inception, the CFP Foundation has recognized over 500,000 educators. For more, follow at CFP Extra Yard.
Love that, Dave. Appreciate and support all of our teachers out there. Just get more recognition and notoriety.
Robichaux straight ahead as BC's keeping it on the ground here. Another 3-yard run, third down coming up.
Mentioned earlier in this game, early on, Robichaux started the season. Week 1, he's the 4th-string running back. Now he's kind of their lead dog. Pat Garlow unable to go today, and boy, Robichaux between last week, this week, has really maximized and made the most out of his opportunities. Impressed with what he's shown here these last couple of weeks.
It's a one back they have that can truly push the pile.
They like Alex Broom. He was hurt last week, played a little bit today. As Castellanos is close, might be half yard short of the line to gain. Joshua Farmer got a piece of him, but BC lining up to go for it here. 4th down and inches.
Imagine Robichaux.
He like 6'5", 230.
He did drive the pile out to the 31-yard line, so that should move the chains.
We'll go more on KJ.
It's a long season. It's been a rough go for BC since the first quarter, but if they don't come back and end up losing this game, there were positives in that first quarter and a half for Jeff Hafley to build on. Again, he, in our conversation with him yesterday, felt really good about his team, thought they'd win a lot of games this year.
100% FSU right now.
Just have to stop.
I can even see if y'all want to go 99
unforced
FSU,
errors.
1% Boston College.
They have to burn a timeout here.
Boston College, their first.
I thought that was
30 seconds.
Already, I was about to say.
I mean, had a couple of burnt timeouts unnecessarily in the first half. In the first half, worry about as much, but in the second half here, to have to waste a timeout when you're down 3 scores, and you might need that late in the game, along with 15 penalties. But I'm going to go back to something you talked about in the first half. And Tom touched on the culture making Jared Verse being a part of Jared Verse's decision to come back. A few years ago, that was not the case at Florida State. There were guys that wanted to get out of Florida State, not come to Tallahassee with Mike Norvell in charge. That's changed.
The culture is in place in year 4 for Mike Norvell. And it's about the veteran leaders on this team, experience, leadership, and understanding exactly what's expected from the head coach and the staff. That's why Florida State is going to have a great chance to compete for an ACC championship, the college football playoff, and a national championship. And check about every single box. And today, dealing with some adversity and battling through with another penalty. Boston College, false start again.
Offense, number 71, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Now, again, one of the things we were told yesterday is the 16 penalty, 7 false start, is that sometimes Thomas Castellanos gets a little overzealous and he inflects a little too much on the cadence, and sometimes that's jarring for the offensive lineman, but at some point that just becomes another excuse.
At some point, figure it out. I mean, this is,
they should be used to that by now.
Yeah, too much shooting yourself in your own foot today.
Castellanos in trouble. Field gets out of there. Shoved out of bounds by Jarian Jones. Castellanos is talented. We've seen that. And clearly, his teammates
we got 60% saying FSU now.
Jolt of energy when he's in the game.
Y'all making me want to keep on the game because why this 40% going for Boston College?
Can you put him in a position though where
y'all know something I don't?
You can be in a tight game and then his running ability can be a factor.
Well, he was in a tight game against Northern Illinois. Brought him back, led an 83-yard touchdown drive at the end of that game to get it to overtime. They don't get the victory, but yes, I do think you can.
I didn't do my homework on Duke.
You can't be your own biggest enemy. That's what Boston College offensively is doing today.
Jet sweep catch, Ryan O'Keefe. Just too much speed. Ventrell Cypress tracks him down, and Jared Verse out there in space as well.
Nowhere to run with the football for Boston College. Really well defense on each of the last 2 plays. Corners making plays. Cypress coming up. I love the effort from Jared Verse getting down the line of scrimmage, getting in on the tackle.
Dusty, we were talking about their depth and being 5 deep at defensive tackle, 4 deep at defensive end. But look at the body types. They finally look like Ohio State's looked, and Alabama's looked, and Georgia's looked.
We got 10 viewers, 11 viewers. Let me know. Let's see. Let's put this to the thing.
Wide open receiver.
Oh!
Check that deal on the catch.
Got a little squeeze
inside the 30-yard line, and a big play down to the 24 for a gain of 52.
Get somebody in trouble.
Linebackers play.
Really missed tackle by 3 right there.
Safety comes up, and a strike from Castellanos. More tackling on the back end. A huge play for Tom.
Y'all want us to
after the catch.
Let me find out Boston College. I see why y'all was still voting for
just
Boston
one catch
College.
on the year coming in, but that's back-to-back plays where Dino Tomlin transferred from Maryland, where he had 10 catches a year ago, and as we mentioned, his dad Mike, longtime head coach of the Steelers.
This drive right here, they gotta get a score.
So second down and 5.
You can't get a field goal, man. You gotta be like
Roman shot straight ahead. Flag is down on the far side of the field.
Hey, the men, just because you are part of Cooley gang, man,
didn't get the first down, but got close.
Offsides on Florida State.
I'm gonna still put it to a poll, but you really got a decision right now. Just for being a member.
Second down.
Shout you out.
So
man.
Greedy Vance called for the offside penalty. And if you're BC,
correction. The 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
If you're BC and you can score a touchdown, get to 2 scores
Absolutely.
late in the 30s, still in the game.
With the way they've been playing.
So first down at the 14-yard line of Florida State. 2.5 remaining in the third. BC led 10-3. 28 straight points by the Seminoles. Play action.
The Miz, comment which game you want to see, man.
Finds his receiver at the 10, Ryan O'Keefe. Thrown down there by Vance.
What other games is on right
8 of 4.
Oh, that Penn State. You might
The
tap
play
into that
action
Penn
boot
State
once
game.
again. Move that pocket.
I like
Good
Notre
vision
Dame
down
too
the
this year a
field.
little
Check it
bit.
down in the flats to O'Keefe. Expected them to get the ball more to number 4 throughout the course of the day. He's one of those playmakers with great explosiveness.
Just started too.
Castellanos behind his running back. Oh, boy, he get lit up. Huge hit by
good games.
Tatum Bethune.
Mississippi State right now.
Boy, he has got a heavy hat, a thumper, showing up with bad intentions. Full speed here.
Man, you know that's LSU.
Against Jaden Daniels.
Kent State. Okay, y'all want to see that Kent State, Missouri?
Jaden Daniels trying to leap over the top.
24-20.
Boy,
let's see
Bethune shows up with bad intentions.
Like Castellanos transfer from UCF. 3rd down and 3 from the 7-yard line. Four-down territory. So they'll run it. First down.
Ooh, is Boston College about to score?
Is Boston College about to score? First and goal for BC,
Jeff,
just outside a minute remaining.
I really like the way Robichaux runs downhill behind his
Let me just see this drive.
And a nice pickup.
Robichaux again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. Back within 2 scores with 1:02 remaining here in the 3rd.
Oh, man, I kind of...
Off your right side, Christian Mahogany, Drew Kendall.
See about that. We about to switch games, y'all.
Opening up a hole.
I'm sorry, I don't think we too much concerned about this one.
On Lovett, good on good.
We ain't too much concerned about this one, big dog.
And a touchdown for the Eagles.
That was a 12-play, 80-yard drive.
We're gonna switch to this K-State game.
Very similar as that is yanked wide.
We're gonna switch to this Kansas State. I can't even see. God dang. Oh, what if I don't have the game?
You just passed it up.
I passed it where?
Kansas State Wildcats.
Yeah. Missouri Tigers.
South Florida.
Okay, boom. As y'all requested, man, let's switch this over. I'm at work all night, so I'm listening, watching whatever you stream.
Matt, like, got that pressure to affect the throw. Early release.
Just 1 of 9 on
Shout out to the
down
Miz, man. We getting that Colorado game later too, man. This a big game, yeah. We was on the wrong game. Hold on, let me change the title and everything.
Snap on Mizzou.
We messing up over here, y'all. We showing y'all the wrong game. We showing y'all Boston College.
Number 3, 5-yard penalty.
Florida State. Let's watch some real football.
You know what that is, Taylor? When that happens, you're probably getting the ball. I mean, almost always. You could see the K-State defense. They were over there pointing. They're pointing at Bird. They're saying, look, look, look. And lined up at the end of the line of scrimmage. So here's Bird right here. And you can see Parrish. You see him just a little bit early. That's a guy that's expecting to get the football and an early jump on it.
Instead of 3rd and 5, 3rd and 10. All the K-State fans are just to Brady Cook's right. And Cook throws, and it's Mookie Cooper for the first down grab.
Missouri down 2.
On Keenan Garber of K-State, it's a 14-yard completion.
A lot of time.
Yeah, I got to fix my play.
Rush 3. Daniel Green is just kind of spying Cook. Not sure that that's necessary with Cook as hobbled as he is. With time, he threw a strike.
Big diversion for Cook and the Tigers.
He rushed it 2 this time.
On first down, despite that right leg injury, he outraces Daniel Green to the sideline to get a couple.
At that time, K-State didn't even have a defensive end. You could see the front. They were just going, hey, wait a minute. We're misaligned here, guys. We don't have anybody. Look over here. There's nobody lined up on that edge. You see confusion. Brady Cook ends up leaking out.
Instead of a 3-3-5, a 2-3-6.
That was a weird little, they had all the DBs.
Sounds like an area code. Instead, it's 2nd and 9. Cook throws it into coverage incomplete. Cooper had Parrish with him. Eli Drinkwitz wants a flag.
They've been going after Parrish repeatedly. Of course, everybody here in attendance. That looks like just a clean pass breakup. Maybe you look at that left hand. The left arm, it's usually that trailing arm that might draw a flag. That time, one does not come out.
Another 3rd and long for Brady Cook.
DBs, Washington chains. Why y'all pressed up so much?
He'll throw the one-on-one ball to Burton, and he just barely missed it.
I said, why y'all pressed up so much?
That's number 3.
Step on Siegel, too.
Bro, you gotta
Cook.
He put the head down.
He stands in there. Had to know he was going to get crushed.
I'm scoring that, bro.
Brought pressure.
He could still run underneath that. He could still run underneath that.
Had the matchup versus a safety with Bird.
Nah, bro, he could have ran underneath it.
Just
this is slowing you down.
a little too deep. Look at this shot. Bam. Houston Moore untouched from the backside.
Did you relocate again?
Your body naturally when it's in the air, you're not running.
Williams to punt again.
You slowing down as you're doing that.
Booming punt back to Brooks, who's at the 22-yard line.
Oh my gosh, get busy.
Gets out of there. And he's down to 35.
Man.
He's so dangerous. 10:46 to go in the game. K-State has the football and the lead.
You gotta make that. 3rd and 9.
Some people just know what road to take. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate.
The search road is fast. Not happening.
He knows better than any GPS, and he'd point you in Allstate's direction.
Go all the way down the road, past the big gray warehouse.
All the way to the next exit.
You're not from around here, so you don't know the back roads.
Yeah, I see.
I don't want to be late for the party.
I'm gonna save us 5 minutes.
Some people just know what road to take.
You're on the fastest route.
Those are the people who know safe drivers save 40% with Allstate.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling. You're being too loud. Thank you.
What are you doing? That ball will lie to you.
My lucky number. Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
False or misleading search results can damage your life and your business. For over 15 years, Reputation Defender has been helping people clean up their search results, wiping away negative first impressions, allowing truthful, positive content to rise to the top. They can even help protect your online privacy by working to remove your personal information from data brokers that expose it. Don't you deserve to have more control over how you're represented online? Visit ReputationDefender.com or call today for your free consultation.
It's always a party in Oxford, Mississippi. Hotty toddy. We've got red smoke flying, cheerleaders tumbling, and the lane train ready to roll again.
Harris with his 5th touchdown in just over 1 game. It's by Jared Ivey. Exclamation point. Ole Miss.
It's time now for Every Detail Counts, brought to you by Pfizer. You see the difference in the game. It's been 3rd down. It's been the red zone and the rushing yards, too. K-State is number 1 in the country against the rush, and Mizzou only has 30 yards.
That's the story. It really is. You think about what happens in a game and how closely contested this one's been. The story's been those 2 numbers for Missouri.
Yeah, 1-3 in the red zone.
Inability so far. A lot of football yet to play in only a 1-possession ball game.
Will Howard is back at quarterback after Brooks somehow got out of all that traffic to give them field position at the 35-yard line. Hand it to Giddens.
Well, I got a feeling I
Giddens
believe
get a few
right now.
Past the 38-yard line where Johnny Walker Jr. makes the tackle. Coach Kleiman
What's really been
some
going on with
success.
Kansas?
K-State and North Dakota State. In fact, K-State's 3-0 versus non-conference Power 5 opponents in the regular season, as long as he's been the coach at K-State. Also beat LSU in the Texas Bowl a few years ago. Only loss was to Alabama last year in the Sugar Bowl. Loves playing these matchups, get a sense of where your team is before conference play starts. 2nd and 7. Toss it over to Giddens, and he'll get a couple more. Keep moving the pile down past the 43-yard line to set up a 3rd and short.
Umpire to come in there. Hold on.
Really impressive finish to that run by Giddens. Be able to push that pile. Probably picked up another 4 yards. It's kind of like Brooks on that punt. Looked like he was hemmed up. Was able to gain positive yards and get excellent starting field position. Blake Baker sitting over there going, look, we've been aggressive most of this game. They've been able to win the line of scrimmage prior to those past couple of runs here on this series.
3rd and 2. Sennett catches it, but short of the marker.
And I told you, I think a little pick or something was going to happen.
Was taken away by George there. Jalen Carnell was all over Sennett.
He was. He really was. They read that well. And Realist George, just fantastic push. And a great knockback right away. Because of that big 3rd down stop for the Mizzou defense.
Don't know that it matters yardage-wise, but it was ruled an incompletion. So Bloomer again comes out to punt. And that's Luther Burden waiting on it. It's Bloomer's 4th punt today. He has a 40-yard average, a little bit better than his season average. The senior from Kansas. Burden can field this one. He does at the 23.
He is not that guy doing that.
And Mizzou has the ball again, down 4, 8:53 to go, trying to regain the lead.
Football is the game of life.
And it brings a community together. White, black, boys, girls.
Flag, tackle. Football can revive communities.
That's why I think, football is on the right path.
Community with football is very accepting and loving to people who enjoy the sport.
Win or lose, they do it as a family.
Texas play nobody this. Next week though, I think Texas for all my life. Wyoming,
I'll be devoted to you. You don't have to be there.
USC, Arizona State,
with AT&T 5G.
UCLA, Utah.
It's always a party in Oxford, Mississippi. Hotty toddy.
Oregon State, Washington State.
It's football time at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Oklahoma, Cincinnati, Rutgers, Michigan. Florida State, Clemson.
We already know the game.
I want to see that one.
Game of the week, though.
Was that Colorado, Oregon?
Not Colorado. Next week is Colorado SC.
Not Colorado, Oregon.
I thought next week was Colorado SC.
I'm on. Yeah, we on week.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the deluxe bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Arkansas, LSU, I might stream that one too.
We have such a great team around us. 2 of our valued members, Kevin and Lexi, got this one for you, Stitch. Look at that. Mizzou's done almost all of their damage on first down today.
Iowa, Penn State.
You see that, you throw it when you want to, right? The big explosives that they've had. The hard part, we were talking about the 3rd downs earlier. It's this first down, not just efficiency, but explosiveness that they've had.
They run the football. There's a good burst from Cody Schrader.
I told you I got a feeling about Mizzou.
Down near the 40-yard line, and a flag comes in because they grabbed his face mask. VJ Payne.
I got a feeling about Mizzou. Go ahead and put y'all votes in, man. What y'all thinking? K-State or Missouri?
We're going to add some yards onto this one. That's the first run of more than 20 yards all game for Missouri.
Personal foul. Grabbing the helmet opening. Defense, number 19. 15-yard penalty and a first down.
They had 1 run over 15 yards this season. And that was Schrader who busted it against South Dakota. He busted this one for 36 plus the 15.
Oh,
that's a great job by the official. That's a clear call. 51-yarder net of the penalty as well. It's been the big plays here in the second half for the Mizzou offense. You think about the two big passes, and now the big run.
Cook pumps, throws, Burden in space. That's
man, he's making up for it. We got a game. We got a game, y'all. He's making up for it. That's the same when I missed the ball. He made up for it though. Whoa. Don't act like you're too hard.
Right. We should have been there.
Shout out to you for making up for it, but calm down. There's still 8 minutes on the board. That's a lot of time.
A lot of time. They can score this drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, the funny thing, if Kansas loses...
Translation, this place belongs to me.
That means Missouri
is what the sophomore from St. Louis is saying.
That's crazy.
I don't know, but these records going to be changing probably.
Yeah,
and Mevis gives them a 3-point lead. He had 96 yards receiving in the first game of the year. Last week he had his first career 100-yard game. Here's number 2 today, over 100 on the day for the most talented player on Missouri's roster, Luther Burden III. Mizzou leads K-State.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
Better materials, better concealment, better made. At a price that's too good to miss. Magellan Outdoors Pro.
Your paint is really bad. It's the best coffee I've ever had. Should have used Bear. Sorry, Sideware. Oh, I said should have used Bear.
Today, let's paint. Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at a new low price. Bear, only at the Home Depot.
I want to show y'all the rankings and everything else. I'm going to figure it out when I get off the screen.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Our fandom runs deep. Deep is the bayou, the swamp, and everywhere in between. We run deep routes and keep deep traditions. SEC football isn't just a way of life. It is life. SEC football runs deep.
It's always a party in Oxford, Mississippi. Hotty toddy. I got this fever burning inside. Let's have a great night. We've got red smoke flying, cheerleaders tumbling, and the lane train ready to roll again.
Harris with his 5th touchdown in just over 1 game. It's a live ball. It's picked up by Jared Ivey. Exclamation point. Ole Miss. Let's have a great night.
We've had 6 lead changes in this terrific rivalry game that's been renewed last year and this year. Sure hope these athletic directors put it back on the schedule again soon. The 99th meeting hasn't disappointed. Mizzou regains the lead 27-24. The dangerous Phillip Brooks waiting on Harrison Mevis' kick. And let's check out the Good Hands plays brought to you by Allstate.
talked about the big plays. And it started early. Mizzou had to answer after an opening drive by K-State. They did. And then Luther Bird, he doesn't have to get the ball downfield. You can throw it to him right now. Nice blocking downfield by Tyler Stevens. So dangerous. That's exactly what they were worried about on the K-State side. 76 of his yards have come after the catch.
And it's been a minute since Thoreau Field has sounded like this in a fourth quarter. Howard takes it out of Sennett's belly and throws incomplete.
Hey, let me find out.
It was Trayshawn Ward coming out of the backfield who couldn't make the grab. Second down.
Everybody in here, put in your vote, man. We all got K-State of Missouri.
Especially on that one.
Trying to see something.
K-State on their previous possession on third down. Ball just coming out. This time it was Ward, before it was Sennett. We talked about the run game. Haven't seen much of it all game long on K-State side either.
Yeah, they be leaving money on the floor.
See the defense signaling pass.
Instead it's a run, and it's a loss.
Big stop.
Ward loses yardage.
And was that a holding?
As Niles Gaddy comes in to make the tackle, but did they grab the face mask?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yep. Yeah, I seen that hand clenched.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 21.
Obviously, watch Gaddy. He ends up shedding the block.
That's why I said it looked like a holding call. That's why I said I thought
he's
it was
going to
a
get
holding
tackled
call.
anyway by Tyron.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you do this, show that arm, and they still holding you.
He just gets a little grabby.
Bro, you see your man about to
There's a first down.
This wasn't intentional though on some stuff. I feel like that was because he looked like he was
Instead of
almost
third and long, it's first and 10 from the 40. Howard, nothing open, throws underneath, and there's
Ward.
Man! Getting open and slides down inside the 30.
I ain't never seen a receiver just slide like that. That's some weird
nice
stuff.
Protection that time. Really good protection down by K-State. Clean pocket. Ward leaks out late. Howard stands in there.
Seen that. I swear. He just slid like
We're making up for the previous drop.
Go to the sideline. Catch made by Phillip Brooks. You lose a lot with Deuce Vaughn leaving to go to the pros to play for the Dallas Cowboys, but Trayshawn Ward has been a weapon, not only running the ball, but also catching it out of the backfield. Transfer from Florida State.
Yeah, had the drop earlier. Nice run after catch. Not sure why he slid at the end of that previous run. Probably could have picked up another 2 or 3 yards.
Everybody in here, man, make sure you keep on subscribing to the channel, man. We got football every Saturday for y'all, I promise.
And now it's Ward running with flags all over the place. Inside the 10, down to the 9.
Colo Jew.
See, I don't know if maybe Mizzou is in the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense, number 15, line for the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. Result the play.
Shout out to the refs for wanting Kansas State to score.
14-yard carry for Ward.
See what y'all doing.
To give K-State a 1st and goal at the 9.
I got Johnny Walker. See him right here? He's just a little too far up.
You got to always know if you're on the edge, you need to point towards that
flags
ref.
right away, just comes popping out.
Hey, you
Heck
ever,
of a run. We just got done talking about it for 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters. It's been no run game.
They just look at you like, bro, if you throw this flag, I'm going to be hot.
You're trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Howard to the end zone. Incomplete. The coverage as Jackson was bottled up by Chris Abrams-Drain.
Trying to lay it in there for Jackson. Good job by Abrams-Drain, just getting his hand up, split the hands of that would-be receiver, disrupt the pass. We talked about the red zone efficiency of K-State, how that's been able to persist even in this game. And now, new quarterback in the lineup as Howard splits out down here at the bottom of the screen once again.
Avery Johnson has run it a couple of times for 14 yards.
He's trying to make the DB stop his feet.
He's got 3 options around him. Instead, he does keep it himself again. And he's down inside the 4.
That's looked like a broken play.
Enough time for Missouri to do something.
I'm sure that they got what they were looking for, like Johnson. Ended up just making something out of nothing. You see wholesale substitutions now. Ben Sennett coming back into the lineup. They're going to go big to the right side of the formation. Remember earlier what they've been doing is they've been able to sneak. Ben sent it out. There he is right there.
There you go. They really need this right now.
You think Mizzou doesn't know? Look at all these guys. They're all pointing saying, hey, here he is.
Y'all going for Kansas.
He's gotten us 2 other times in the red zone.
Play clock has expired.
Ooh. It's funny, though, because I feel like penalty, we messed up.
Wow.
Shout out to the quarterback for messing that up.
Delay game.
I feel like penalty when we that closer to the red zone, because you know that playbook gets small.
Huge penalty. You see the Missouri sideline celebrating. Defense was all over it, at least pre-snap. We'll never know what he was going to run, but that time, a costly penalty to say the least. Push that ball back 5 more yards. Think about the jump pass. A couple other times where they were able to bluff run. Not bluff with the run now, and a goal to go on 3rd down from the 8-yard line.
Howard in trouble, throws. He's pressured. It was Dalen Cornell that got to him, who's going to force a field goal try.
Hey, that's what I'm about to say. Would you go for it?
You gotta set him, bro. You gotta set him. He gotta go out there and get stopped.
Cornell just coming off the edge. He ends up working back inside. Some confusion. Right guard, just think you see him. He puts his hands up on his helmet.
Still a lot of football.
He thought he was just going to end up helping.
At least tie it.
His offensive tackle, and instead he
still got one vote for Kansas State at 100% right now, man. What y'all thinking? I got Missouri right now.
This is the first field goal inside 40 yards. That Chris Tennant
and they at home too.
Has attempted this year. It's from 26 to tie the game. .5:25 left in the football game. 27 for K-State, 27 for Missouri. Do you like college football?
I like this the most. I like college football in general, but this might be my favorite.
Yeah, Jeff said turn to the K-State.
Oh, rivalry.
It has been terrific today, hasn't it? You step into our broadcast booth. Come on over here, pal.
What are we doing?
There we go. Oh, the rain is starting to fall, Stitch, down on Faroe Field with just over 5 minutes to go in the game. What a game we've had so far today.
I mean, you think about the big plays here in the second half. We've been talking about how the ground game's been basically non-existent. Then all of a sudden they pop a couple of runs. See some red zone defense. K-State finally denied a red zone touchdown opportunity. So Mizzou is able to stand up there. I mean, it's been so back and forth this entire game. Both teams have kind of mirrored one another. Both quarterbacks are nicked. I mean, it's been pretty remarkable how much parity we've seen over the past, 3.5, almost 3 3/4 of a game.
Chris Kleiman on your left, Eli Drinkwitz on the right. Drinkwitz looking for a signature victory, 19-19 as the head coach at Mizzou. Kleiman's got plenty of them. And it'll be fielded at the 4. And Burks goes past the 25 to the 26. Melissa, we need to get you a rain jacket, my friend.
Oh, don't worry, I have one, always prepared. I want to talk about something that Stinch just mentioned, though, as far as both of these quarterbacks being hobbled. I've been back and forth between both K-State and Missouri's sideline. It's unbelievable to watch the fight that both of these guys have. Will Howard constantly talking with his offensive line, constantly with his assistants to make sure they're on the same page before every offensive drive. Brady Cook might be injured, but I don't think I've seen him sit down for more than 10 seconds. He's been on his feet, cheering his defense on, making sure these Missouri fans are as loud as they can be. He can't wait to get back out on the field as he is now.
Let's see.
This game,
career high 315 yards. The play clock's expiring, and he didn't get it off.
Wow.
Dang, penalties is hurting right now. We 50-50 on the vote, y'all. We got half one for Kansas, half for Missouri.
Play game, offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Obviously, no way to start a drive. Of course,
coach over there stressing.
Previous play clock expiration in the red zone.
Again, the biggest thing, is these penalties just show the strong not discipline.
There's play caller Kirby, or up in the up in the booth. Just slow execution that time. See the center judge in there holding it as the play clock rolls down. If you sub, the defense has an opportunity to sub.
See why Kansas defense ain't set, man.
On 1st and 15, Cook throws to the sideline.
Get upfield.
And it's Weiss who makes a turn to get a couple more past the original line of scrimmage up to the 29. He's made a difference today. The issue for Mizzou coming into today was nobody other than Burton could get going in the passing game. Weiss has 4 catches.
They definitely were intentional when the game started. Get other guys involved. Were to target folks other than number 3. Eventually, you knew that Luther Bird would get his touches.
Another quick throw to Burton, and he's clobbered immediately by Marquise Siegel.
Hey, now, he would have.
Loss on the play in 3rd down.
I feel like if you got a connection with
the touch they were looking for there. Get it to your playmaker. Siegel triggers right now. Let it get downhill. Senses it. You can see Mekhi Miller, who's in there playing hurt with that hand injury, ran right through that would-be block for a negative yardage.
You know, I mean, this is kind of obvious. Everybody know that, but that wide out, you need to have some connection going on.
Miller goes through receivers. All the way across the formation. K-State looks to be playing coverage. Here comes pressure.
See how 2 came down? We about to.
Wow. It's.
Yeah. I feel like when you know it's gonna be that bubble thing or bubble low route or stuff like that, man. As a safety corner, you gotta show we not about to.
Offense number 76, 5-yard penalty.
Straight downhill on that. Feel me? Unless you were just a honey badger type player, then do it. But
Foster,
you kind of want to set that up for a pick.
Play
like
pretty good ball. Watch him see rolling out of that stance.
I'm gonna be kind of smooth.
Just a hair early.
You don't want to
wind up opposite the best pass rusher in K-State's defense and Khalid Duke.
That's all it is.
All 5 of Missouri's penalties have come in the second half. 2 on this drive.
Yeah, because a good quarterback, good receiver, if they got that connection, that's automatic.
It's 3rd and 15 for Cook. He has time to throw to Schrader, but it's a wet football now, and he can't grasp it. And Missouri will have to punt it back to K-State in a tie game.
Man, we got a ball
with 3:53 to go.
We got a ball.
You see why Foster was trying to get out early? He knows he's opposite a pretty good pass rusher. Watch Duke. Here he is. There's a protecting back to his side. Schrader's there to help. Watch Duke split him. He rolls right between him. You got a guard even coming out there to help him, and he still was able to affect that throw from Brady Cook.
Riley Williams on to punt for the 6th time. He has a 44-yard average.
We got 67 going for K-State now. 33 from Missouri.
It's Brooks. Calls for the fair catch at the 38.
41-yard punt.
It's a 41-yard punt that time for Williams, and Chris Kleiman's team will come back onto the field. Missouri is undefeated. They're not in the top 25. Certainly, if they win this game, that would, you would think, change. K-State is no stranger to these sorts of games, and you wonder if that matters in the last few minutes. They're one of 2 teams in the country that beat 3 or more top 10 teams while the game was played.
We back to 50-50 on the
Georgia was the only other one, and of course they won the national championship.
Right now.
Been in these pressure scenarios before. What you got to avoid is what we just saw, procedure penalties. See what the Missouri defense got a big stop on that previous possession.
Howard has all kinds of time, and he gets out of there and will give himself up at the 44.
You got to know that the injury, you see him as he gets up, Howard, pronounced is the limp after that one. That's a 1st down if he's healthy. And it's definitely had an impact on how this game has unfolded.
And now he's going out to the receiver position, and Avery Johnson, the running quarterback, who's yet to throw it today, stands between the running backs.
All they did was just give him a little break right here.
Howard, once again, split out wide. A little bit of communication, it looks like.
On the ground.
Keeps it.
Why would you have that quarterback? It's not about the
get a couple more. Gets right near the 1st down marker, just short. Tyron Hopper the tackle. It's 3rd down.
Flying downhill. Had a lead blocker out in front. Another 3rd down, a 3rd and short.
They said this quarterback ain't threw the ball not once.
You got big Cooper Beebe.
They just trying to get him the field
Tennant
goal.
on the sideline.
Need about 15, 20 yards to give him a chance.
Big Cooper Beebe at left guard. Left guard.
Kansas still at all their timeouts too. He back in that quarterback.
And again, Ward, he made a man miss, and that's why he got the first down.
What an effort.
Man.
What a great effort by Ward.
That's that whole
It was Hopper right there with him, Stinch.
He just does a fantastic job of winning this down. Hopper's in the backfield, almost took the handoff. He breaks 2 other tackles after the Hopper would-be tackle. Watch this cut.
Right there.
In his own backfield. And is able to get the first down. What
like a bowling ball or something. They can't
Set it down. The clock is a factor. Under 2 minutes to go. Howard throws. Sent it off of his body. Incomplete.
He dropped it.
The clock stops with 1:42 left.
Nice protection. Ball a little bit behind Sennett. That rain a little bit earlier. You wonder if the ball's slick on that spinning catch. Watch him get spun all the way around. Just bounces right off of his fingertips.
It's raining. That's
I thought
Sennett just couldn't quite corral it. So comes the center judge with the substitution. Standing over that football.
They really need to get a little closer. Another like 15, 20 yards.
Oh, movement.
Whoa. Penalties.
Let's see Howard. He's saying, give me the ball.
Big moment play. Shout out to TJ, man. Shout out
happened.
to everybody that's been following the stream, man. I'm rocking with y'all.
Gillum was confused.
Big
He stood
play.
up, turned around.
TJ.
The center judge
What's
came
the
in.
deal, man?
False start, offense number 9, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Howard was calling for the football. And Gillum just got out of sequence with his quarterback. The center judge came in, see Gillum, he turned around. How long are we going to wait? Gets back over the ball. Howard motions for the motion to come across and just signaled for the ball. They missed it.
That's
He steps up, Howard does. Throws into the Missouri bench.
You see, that time Howard was trying to direct traffic. He wanted Sennett to go deep.
We got 41 from Missouri.
Usually the scramble drill, the way it works is if you're deep, you come back to your quarterback. If you're shallow, you run away, give him something. And once again, you think maybe he would have tried to pick up yards with his feet. Then
what y'all think
those
about
2
that
incompletions mean the clock is stopped. Mizzou still has 2 timeouts, so they might want to move the football down the field with a chance if they can get off the field on this 3rd and 15. And timeout's going to be called.
Oh, I thought it was another flag. I was about to.
By Kansas State. They're first.
you see Chris Kleiman frustrated with the operation of his offense. Both offenses, back-to-back possessions, just sloppy. You see the procedure for both of them. They got penalties, pre-snap penalties. A delay a game at home. Kleiman's sitting there going, all right, hey, look, we got to be smart right here. There's a couple things in play, as you pointed out, Taylor. Mizzou still got those 2 timeouts.
Right there. I think this is
what you do right here with 3rd down, right? You want to stop the clock on your own. If you don't complete this ball, right? But it's 3rd and 10 plus.
That's why they stay.
And you're wondering, how much are you looking to pick up? Even if you get it all the way to the 1st down, right?
Some USC, Oregon type
Extend
stuff.
the drive. There's no way to say, hey, let's just pick up some yards and attempt a field goal.
This atmosphere has been electric today. Earlier in the game, everyone, no matter what color they were wearing, were giving their feelings about Kansas. The Mizzou fans now are letting K-State know how they feel about them on a 3rd and 15. Howard throws off his back foot, caught by Ward, but only gets maybe a yard. Will Missouri use a timeout? They will with 1:27 to go. They have 1 left.
I got
Same thing. It's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal that Ward makes the catch.
Quarterback's
At the
still
very
living.
least, you're forcing the team you're about to put the ball away to burn one of their timeouts with the possession. The clock would have continued to run.
Everybody eat the clock.
Always dangerous. Luther Burden is back deep. Jack Bloomer has done a good job for K-State as the punter today to play keep away from Burden. Put a few seconds back on that clock, so 91 seconds left at the moment.
Fourth and 14. Oh, that quarterback hurt right now. He's hot.
Exactly what Bloomer needed to do. A big punt. Lots of hang time that forces a Burden fair catch.
Makes me nervous, man.
And there's 1:25 to go and one timeout left
coming up
for Brady Cook and the Mizzou offense. On a drive that will start on their own 18-yard line. Need about 40 yards or so to give Harrison Mevis a chance to win the game. He's got a huge
let's see what number 3 really on right now.
Mizzou.
This was terrible.
Open the scoring.
Oh, no,
big
not
shot
this.
Downfield, confusion in the backfield.
Hold on, let me find out. He
Defensive
just
backfield.
really
Just give him the ball. Doesn't have to be deep.
It's the one
Get to him right now. He'll break a tackle and take it to the house. 2 scores for Luther Burden. And the impact that he has is on defense anyway.
Still believe in K-State right now?
He has more receiving yards this year than he had all of last season.
Dang. So this is a breakout year.
And Cook dumps it off to Luther.
I'm not buying that.
Only gets a few, and the clock will run with Siegel making that tackle.
That ain't gonna hurt.
Similar play to the one we saw earlier, right? Cook's not going to be running it much, although he did show some pretty good mobility earlier in this half.
And now a run play, and it's a first down run by Pete up to the 30. Clearly the game plan here, Stinch, is either win the game or don't let Kansas State get the ball back before overtime.
You can see it. Clock stops to move the chains inside of 2 minutes still.
Cook, again, a quick throw and a tight window up to the 35-yard line where Tyler Stevens makes the grab. Under 45 seconds left.
We're switching the votes around. We're 50-50 right now still.
Cook dumps it off. That first down throw up to the 44. And the clock will stop just like it always has. Under 2 minutes left for them to move the chains. Before it restarts, it's Cooper that made that grab. And Mizzou is going to use their last time.
This is going to be the first overtime game on streaming.
60 seconds in length.
Because the clock still goes. They just set the change. Once the change
you can see that K-State saying, look, nothing easy. The problem is,
you know what routes coming.
You got this guy on the sideline, as you documented earlier, Taylor. He likes the long ones the best.
He did miss one earlier today, north of 50, but he's 10 of 14 in his career. 50 plus, including 256 yards. So that means you need to get to the 39 or 40-yard line.
Kick team out there, get them ready.
They're only 16 yards away from that, so maybe another first down away from giving Mevis a shot.
You got to think the concern on the K-State sidelines are going, look, we've given up some big plays. Now, one of those was in the run game, but we've been getting shots hit over top of us. The other scary part, of course, is that you get the ball on a short pass. You can turn nothing into something, just like you did on the first down to open up this series. Man in coverage, ends up picking up 4 more yards with Mevis. It's interesting because you could tell Coach Drinkwitz was
really not like that,
more than a little bit frustrated with his place kicker in our meeting yesterday, but still gave him a shot from deep. It's a premonition for this type of circumstance to build his confidence.
Cook.
Told you, take a deep shot right now.
In the coverage, he wanted Weiss. No flag.
That's not going to stop. I'm saying that
Marquis Siegel, who's been on Weiss most of the day, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, you taking a shot, it's still going, you feel at least he got
hands on.
The next play, what if
he got his hands on the entire time? See if he tug it. But there was contact all the way downfield.
You could have went for a 10, 15-yard game just now, bro. But now what he gonna have to do is try to get into field.
See, as it went to the side, furiously signaling. on the Missouri sidelines.
Cook throws, and it's Weiss who makes the grab, short of the first down marker at the 48-yard line. Mizzou's out of timeouts.
You see the hurry up. Nice tackle by Keenan Garvin. They got to get set.
If I really like that.
Across the middle, it's a first down throw, and they're into Mevis' territory as Weiss makes the grab at the 39. You got to flank it. And they'll do it with 6 seconds left.
Hey, I told y'all Missouri, I believe.
Here it comes.
Really don't look. They got
It's
the
almost
timeout,
like
bro. They
Coach
can
Drake
the ball.
knew this was going to happen when he went for a long field goal in the first half, just to put some confidence in his kick.
That's the kicker. That's the kicker.
Again, he's done it twice. Most recent 56-yarder came against Georgia last season.
This is it. This is it.
What a conversion. I mean, just for the yardage.
Coach nervous.
As well.
Coach nervous, Frank. Kansas State nervous. He's about to hit that timeout in a second. Whoa. What are they doing? The thing's still
There's
running.
only 2 seconds left on the play clock.
They just blew it. Delay a game.
Delay a game.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
5-yard
Whoa.
You could see Coach
He's a
Wyman.
fucking goof, bro.
What the? They just blew their game.
He was over there gesturing like crazy at the play clock.
He's a goof for that.
I'm not sure that
TJ, what is going
on the field?
And now Missouri is going to run a play, but K-State's going to call timeout.
He's a
all
goof.
sorts of disarray.
What just happened, bro?
He's a goof.
Kansas State, their second of the half.
Look at him,
30
bro.
seconds
He's gonna
away.
laugh his damn self. Look at
Oh,
him.
they thinking it's a timeout, but they just spike the ball. The clock gonna keep on. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
play
but come
25
on, man.
seconds.
Chaos there, Matt.
Yeah, I'm
as
still
the play clock
confused on what
bleeds
just
down,
happened,
we're
but I
watching
think
Coach
it's a
Kleiman.
spike ball, so dead play. But you know,
So Mizzou gets backed up because of the delay of
Y'all
game.
treat it like it's a timeout.
I'm looking at
That's-
K-State.
remember,
Of course, they
everybody
never
was on
snapped the
field, they
ball.
huddled and stuff. They
K-State,
treat
I
it
think,
like
has
it's a
12
timeout.
on the field on the delay of game.
Bad beats. Yeah, whatever that means, beat pop. Shout out to you.
Barely get
There's
that
the
away.
clock.
Clock
Yep.
it.
Yeah, they blew that.
All right, so 6 seconds to go.
Now
Can
you gotta go
Mizzou
for it. What
get
are
a
we
few
doing,
yards
bro?
here
They
to
just
get
threw the
back
game
to where
away.
they were, and they'll throw, and it's incomplete. It's deflected with
Y'all just
3
threw the game
seconds
away.
left. What a play by Brendan Mott.
This coach gonna have a heart attack. Man, TJ, that was just a lot going on right
unbelievable
now.
that you get a delay of game in that scenario.
And they're still sending Mevis out,
Yeah, I would
and this
too.
will be right around
Why we not?
61 yards.
Why we not just try it? You feel me? But everybody needs to know that if
He
you don't
had
catch
to.
the ball,
6 seconds left, but it's going to be a time to
K-State doesn't have anybody deep. They're going to send everybody after this
I
kick.
let my team know he could still catch that ball.
Long
and return
kick.
it.
You expect him to come out low.
I would have a returner back there.
What we hit this though?
Short side. Bro, I gotta go piss up.
Timeout K-State. That'll be the
Now
only
Penn
one.
State called a timeout.
Kansas State, their third and final.
Dang, I blame the coaching for that one.
There's two
That's
reasons
the
they're out.
coach,
But the
though.
other would be that you can't even do that anymore. No more
This is still a
consecutive
50-50 game.
icing of
It's
the
gonna be
kicker.
the first OT that I've
What a
watched.
crazy sequence. I mean, we've seen 3 delays of game in the past half a quarter, and in crunch time, no less.
Mevis has a cannon for a leg, but he's never attempted a 61-yarder before.
Chunky dude, though, he might have that foot for it.
See if, in fact, that is what
Let me
he
find out about
does.
to be a fake and he
With
gonna
3
run
seconds
for it.
left, he is out there on the field, but what is Eli Drinkwitz thinking?
What y'all thinking right
The
now?
final
You making
play
this
of
field goal
regulation.
stream? What we thinking,
Chaotic
man?
finish to this classic between K-State and Mizzou.
Please go to overtime so I go piss. But dang, I mean we can't watch that Florida State game.
Now there is a returner under the goalpost.
5 minutes left. See, now it's a
There he
returner
is.
underneath. But they need to
Looks like
communicate
what we
that
saw
with their team,
earlier on a long field
though.
goal
But if they don't
attempt
know,
by
they're going to be
K-State.
looking dumb. That's how I
It
think
is
Auburn
Brooks.
ended up winning.
Mevis kick on the way. It's good!
Oh my God! He got a leg on him! Oh my God!
I told you!
Hey, he got a leg on It's over with. Bro.
It's over with. You can't.
Yeah, they not stopping that. Bro. It don't matter what the flag is. Somebody think they slick trying to switch their vote to no, K-State. Oh yeah, y'all tripping.
I said it though. I said he's a little chunky.
He a little chunky on everything.
That nigga booted that bitch. Whoa. Damn.
What's the call? Can the refs? Oh, it's fine though. They not even tripping on the call no more. What if there's like too many people on the field or something? Like something gotta come back. It's like, how you
the officials are meeting in the corner of the end zone. They're trying to determine if it's a flag or a Missouri T-shirt or pom-pom of some sort. And the game is over.
Oh, it was something Missouri was on the field. That's funny.
They were confused whether there was a yellow flag on the field, too.
Missouri
wins it on a 61-yard walk-off field goal.
TJ, he said, you picked a great game to stream, Cooley. Thank you. Are you streaming tonight? Yeah, we're going to be on that Colorado State game tonight. And I might try to sneak one in a little bit later. But, hey, shout out to Missouri. And we actually going to click back to another game right now. Yeah. Hold on, let me go to full screen real quick. We're going to click back on that other game, man. And then once we end this, yeah, I'm going to be doing another game later on. Florida State, Boston College.
Damn.
Yeah, shout out to you, TJ, because you're the one that said to click onto this game. Oh, I think it was Jeff. Yeah, TJ or Jeff, one of y'all.
It's great sticky coverage by
We're going to go back to this game real quick, though, y'all.
To deliver this football.
Yeah, that was a crazy game, though. But what is going on with this game right now? What are we watching, bro? Is this upset week?
Castellanos has thrown for over 300 yards. He's rushed for over 100 yards. Let's see what he does here on 3rd and 10.
Actually, do y'all want me to stream another game after this?
2 timeouts left. Ball on the Eagles 40. This Florida State come after him here. 5-man rush. He's
oh, man, if he gets that ball off.
And now sacked back at the 25-yard line. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by Florida State. Dennis Briggs scoops it up. Are they going to roll Castellanos down?
The quarterback's knee was down before he lost possession of the ball. It's 4th down.
And now BC will punt it away with 2:40 and counting as Castellanos was down. Wrapped up by Azarie Thomas, initially hit by Kalen DeLoach.
Well, it was Azarie Thomas again on a corner blitz. 2nd time in this possession. He comes clean, doesn't get him initially. DeLoach on the
previous play is under further review.
And Thomas finishes him off, and we'll take a look and see if that knee was down before the ball came out.
Yeah, I want to get another look at that. It's the right decision on 4th and 24. You got to punt the ball. You have 2 timeouts left. But obviously, if Florida State gets a first down, can take the clock down, assuming that. Again, let's take another look here. Ball in his right hand appears to be secured. Yep, when his right knee is down before the hit comes, and then the ball is free.
I need to fix that delay.
But you agree with the decision here to punt?
I think you have to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
we might try to sneak another game in here, though, man, just for y'all boys. But I don't think I'll be just as much active. We got family and everything else.
You're essentially hoping for a miracle. The way your defense has stepped up and played at times, and this second half helping spring this comeback, I think you got to put this game in their hands.
And we talked about 2 timeouts left. Also keep in mind that we're outside of 2 minutes. So if Florida State were to get a first down between now and the 2-minute mark, the clock would not stop on the first down. That's a new rule this year outside of 2 minutes. First things first, the punt from Lauren DiLoretto. Once assuming that the ruling on the field is confirmed that Castellanos was down, no fumble.
Tom, how about Adam Fuller bringing multiple corner blitzes that led to both sacks on that possession for Boston College? We haven't seen much of that today.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. It's 4th down. The clock will start on my signal.
And they pulled it out seemingly at the perfect time.
Yeah, you're right. And I think obviously what they had been doing, they couldn't get him down through middle pressure and edge pressure, so they had to bring an extra hat and somebody that was more athletic that could run around with him.
Keon Coleman is deep. Keep in mind, Florida State left. Kickoff return earlier in the game. Coleman lets it bounce and hits him, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Florida State possession with 2:13 to go.
Near disaster for Florida State. Keon Coleman's been so good all year. Quiet today. Ball takes an odd bounce, hits him in the leg, and he helps aid that football out of bounds.
We talked about the maturity of Florida State for a long time, but we're seeing unnecessary mistakes by Florida State here in the second half. You had the muff kickoff. Seen more penalties in the second half.
Fumble. There was a scoop and score that really put Boston College right back in this game. Now they're just hoping they can escape.
Another game? Yeah. Okay. Y'all want to see another game?
You would assume Florida State would run the ball here with 2:05 to go. Force BC to use those two timeouts.
TJ, shout out to you, man. I'm gonna
this is what
get the Colorado game.
Caliber teams can do.
The Miz, which game you want to see, man?
Running back.
Matter of fact, don't worry about it. I'm picking another game after this.
Trey Benson.
7
Eastern.
So what time is that? 5 out here?
Boston College has really.
Because I know that Tennessee game. I kind of want to catch that Tennessee game, bro.
Thank you. You really answered the bell today by slowing down this Florida State running game.
Florida State, ranked 3rd in the country, has to go to Clemson next week. Had a 15-point lead in this game. It's down to 2. Might be able to run out the clock, though. See what happens here on first down. Benson looking for a hole. It's not there. Bottled up after a gain of 2, and BC will use a timeout.
Alabama, South Florida. Is that a good game?
Boston College, they're second. 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 2:12.
While we have a moment, let's check in with Kevin in the studio.
You the man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the reason why I do it, folks. See, they talking about the field goal right here. Kansas State lost. Number 15 team goes down.
30-27. Coming up on ABC, Nick Saban on the road in Tampa. Raymond James taking on USF.
Nick Saban about to bring down the fire on these boys.
You're going to get it here on ABC after our game in Chestnut Hill. Back to you.
And Kevin, despite the opponent,
Obama's starting a new quarterback.
Penalties. Florida State is clinging to a
because what we were seeing from Milborn, I wasn't whatever his name is. I wasn't buying it at all. He looks like a running back. Switch him to running back.
Who had that fumble earlier is in the game at running back. He'll get the carry.
Oh, why did he go that way, bro? If he would have took a step inside, it would have been over with.
Out at the 38, so just a 2-yard gain, and the clock
Him stepping outside that lineman just slowed him down.
Doesn't have to use a timeout. Big mistake by Toafili.
Massive mistake. You've got to fall down inbounds and keep that clock running. Force Boston College to use a timeout. Really nice job by Azaruko.
The clock restarted. They ruled him out of bounds. The clock is running. We're outside of 2 minutes. Again, the new rule when we're outside of 2 minutes.
I feel like this new clock rule stuff is throwing me off, y'all.
Florida State, though, is going to take it down to about 2 or 3. It still cost the Seminoles some time. They're going to run it on 3rd down and long, and they do not get the first down. And a penalty flag comes in, though, late. It was a late flag thrown on the far side at the 40-yard line. Toafili down short of the line to gain by about 3 yards. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this might have just killed off Boston College. Penalties.
First down.
And a game
penalties,
that goes beyond explanation in terms of dumb penalties by one team. That's the 18th penalty, a program record for it to happen.
Wow, they got 18 penalties, a program
the game's
record,
over
y'all.
for
This
all
is
intents
crazy
and purposes
right
now for Boston College.
Because Boston College really had a chance.
With 1:30 to go, the clock is moving. They're out of timeouts.
Really summarizes this entire game for Boston College, doesn't it, Dave?
What a way, if you're Boston College, to have this end. Your defense was off the field. You had a chance to get the ball back and win the game with a field goal. Now Florida State just going to run the clock out. Travis backing up and takes a knee to take some more time off the clock. He'll have to snap it one more time, and Florida State's going to escape with a 2-point win. Now, we are showing on our screen that Boston College is out of timeouts.
Timeout. Boston College.
So they must have given BC that timeout back.
Please reset the game clock to 58 seconds.
Wait, so they gave Boston College a timeout back?
That was called happened during the face mask, and Jeff Hafley must have
penalties?
pulled it at that point and gave it back to him.
They set in records
and now
and
they've
penalties.
used it still 2 snaps away for Florida State from ending this game. No timeouts left for BC and 58 seconds on the clock.
18 penalties for 132 yards.
We about to click to this Alabama South Florida stream for y'all, man. We're gonna have to rename it and get that one going.
Then that face mask on 3rd down.
Let's just watch this last
Jeff
58
Hafley
seconds.
talked to us about it yesterday, how frustrated he was from the first 2 games. That's something that's got to get corrected throughout the course of ACC play.
GG. Shout out to Boston Florida State.
A guy that went to
But
Dartmouth,
I'm not understanding why they even got in a dogfight with these people.
They had Toafili wrapped up 3 yards short of the line to gain. Unnecessary penalty.
And now I want to see too, because y'all talking about Bama starting a new quarterback, which I heard they did have a backup quarterback, and I know that went to a dogfight. Well, what you say, TJ? Will Florida rank drop? Heck yeah, they rank should drop for this. Especially if they just lose to Bama right now.
I imagine a lot for Coach Norvell to coach up
the
and teach
stream
his team before
gonna,
they get ready
it's gonna
to head
switch
to Death
over,
Valley
y'all.
next week.
There's a BC team that barely beat Holy Cross and lost to Northern Illinois.
If Florida, I think, Florida State rank gotta drop, bro. Because ain't no way the number 3 team in the country is in a battle with Boston
Most
College.
important thing, I'm sure,
And Boston College had a better chance if they didn't get no,
winning a game. You're going to have
they just
games
broke
like
a record
this over the
for
course of a
penalties right
season. You win the ACC opener
They
on the
got
road and now
18
go
penalties.
to Death Valley next
They
week.
just set a school
For Dusty
record.
DeBorchik, Tom
Come on, man, what are we
Luganville, our
talking
entire
about?
crew, I'm Dave Pash. So long from Chestnut
What are
Hill.
we
A
talking
thrilling
about?
game.
And Kansas State
Great
just got
comeback by
upset
Boston
already.
College, but the Eagles come up short by 2 points. Florida State wins at 31-29. As we head back to the studio, Kevin Agandi and Booger McFarland.
All this was them boys shooting themselves in the foot. Let me change the title of the stream,
set of
yo.
games in that noon window. Coming up in the 3:30 window, we've got Tyler Buckner first. Alabama start as number 10. Alabama taking on USF. That game ahead on ABC. Meanwhile, number 20 North Carolina. First ever meeting against Minnesota. That game underway over on ESPN. Much more ahead after these messages.
We are back
with big stars and big laughs.
and a big chance to win.
Everyone is ready for Monday Night Football on ABC and this bitter division rivalry. Chubb and the Browns face Pickett and the Steelers. Browns-Steelers at 8 on ABC.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan's fee is free. If you don't win your case, you pay nothing. It's easy. Just dial Pound Law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. I think I'm starting to get this.
You're watching ABC 32.
Welcome to Tampa, and welcome to the American Conference on ESPN. Just about set for game time between the South Florida Bulls and the Alabama Crimson Tide. What an opportunity for USF.
It's going to be the game, man. We're going to switch it over to this for y'all boys. I'm going to go check on the food and everything downstairs, but I'll be right back in a quick second. But let's get ready for this Bama South Florida. I guess Bama has a new quarterback, so let's see what's going on, man.
Today going with Tyler Buckner, although trying to get 100% confirmation pregame, he was not able to give that to us. However, Tyler Buckner took all first-team reps today. When we talked with Saban yesterday about how he would evaluate the quarterbacks, he said, we need someone that can beat good competition. And if Jalen Milroe, who started last week against Texas, was not that guy, then we need to find someone on our team who can. Milroe started the last 2 games, had 2 interceptions in the loss to Texas. There was a nice moment pregame when running out onto the field with the rest of the quarterbacks. Milroe was the one talking to them pregame, giving them words of encouragement and running them out on the field. Still trying to show that leadership despite having his job taken away.
That is good to see that. RG3, though, your thoughts. Tough loss to Texas. Milroe did not play well, but it just goes to show you the pressure of being the quarterback at Alabama for Nick Saban. You don't get much of a leash, and it turns out now it seems like he's lost his job.
Yeah, if the decision is made to replace Jalen Milroe, I just want people at home to know that I don't think that Nick Saban is prioritizing the team over Milroe's development. He just doesn't know what he has at the quarterback spot right now. If you think back to when Jalen Hurts was replaced by Tua Tagovailoa,
everyone knew you were going from great quarterback to great quarterback because Jalen Hurts was 26-2 as a starter. Jalen Milroe started 3 games. Tyler Buchner may have appeared in 13, but he's only started 3 games as well. So this game could have been an opportunity for Milroe and the offense to get their consistency back and obviously get on a better note going into conference play. But it's also a great opportunity for Tyler Buchner to show Nick Saban what he can do before the real bullets start flying in the SEC.
It has to hurt for Jalen Milroe. I guess to a certain extent as well, though. You know what you're signing up for when you come to play quarterback at Alabama. These are not long seasons. You lose 1 or 2 games. And all of the hopes you have if you're Alabama, which, let's be honest, every season for the Tide begins with hopes of a college football playoff and a national championship. So you go into the season, no, you might not be playing with much, if any, net. It's got to be hard for Nick Saban to not push that button and not be fair to the rest of his team.
Correct. And listen, we don't know if Jalen Milroe gives this team the best chance to win or if it's Tyler Buchner. But we do know that Alabama got embarrassed at home last week. And the expectation for Alabama fans is not just winning. It's national championship. So 2 losses can't happen. And one way or another, he's going to find out who his quarterback is today.
Well, Alabama will start with the football, and they'll start at their own 25-yard line. So we will have our first chance to see Tyler Buchner under center. Of course, the Notre Dame transfer. Now the starting quarterback in Tuscaloosa, but South Bend over a couple of seasons. He appeared in 13 games last season. A couple of games in, injured his shoulder, came back for Notre Dame's bowl game, and then decided to transfer and follow Tommy Rees's offensive coordinator down to the SEC to play for the Crimson Tide. And he starts at his own 25-yard line, and they will be looking today for much better play out of their offensive line as well.
And it starts with the center's snap right there. Perfect, right on the money.
There goes Jace McClellan, bouncing it to the numbers. Outside, in front of the Alabama bench, all the way out to the 44-yard line. Picks up 19 on the game's first play, brought down by Logan Berryhill.
One thing Alabama wanted to do coming into this week was obviously own the line of scrimmage. You see them bring the motion, and Jace McClellan rides the wave. And look at that big gaping hole in the middle of the defense. That's exactly what you want if you're Alabama.
Buchner a swing pass. McClellan, blockers out in front. A little jitterbug move to midfield. He picks up 6 more.
The thing that Tommy Rees loved about Tyler Buchner was the fact that he said he operates with great tempo. Now, there might be some confusion that, hey, he knows this offense like the back of his hand because him and Tommy Rees both came from Notre Dame, but this is not Tommy Rees's offense. This is the Alabama offense, and we'll get into that a little bit more later.
Third straight touch for McClellan. This time he's bottled up. And the Bulls defense gets a tackle for loss and forces a 3rd down. Rashad Cheney made the stop. So you're right, Tommy Rees comes down. You would think an offensive coordinator might have his quarterback follow him and say, oh, I'm familiar with that system. No, it was on Tyler Buchner and Tommy Rees to learn this Alabama offense, not the other way around.
Exactly, and that's why it might have taken him a little bit more time to get comfortable in this system and with these teammates because he's so new to everything.
Buchner bullets one to the sideline, incomplete. He missed Jermaine Burton. The punt group starts to form up on the Alabama sideline.
Just a little bit behind the receiver here by Tyler Buchner. Yeah, Jermaine Burton would have been a nice catch if he made it. But if you're the quarterback, you want to make sure you get that ball out on time and in rhythm so you can hit him right out of his break on the outside shoulder.
So now Nick Saban will send James Burnham, the Australian punter, out there to try and change field position. The intentional end-over-end kick. Sean Atkins will let it drop. And it takes a good hop for Alabama as it stays out of the end zone and is down at the 11-yard line.
And of course, we got the next quarterback, Byron Brown from South Florida. Got a little bit of razzle-dazzle to him. He can move it with his legs, and he can also throw the ball deep with his arm. This kid is only 18 years old, and this is probably the biggest game he's ever played in his life. And they're going to need the best game of his life to come away victorious today.
He's got the Florida transfer, Naquan Wright, to his right. So a redshirt freshman going up against Alabama. And quarterback run on first down. And he grinds out maybe a half yard. Looks like he was actually brought down right about at the line of scrimmage by Tresman Marshall. Loss of a half yard, in fact.
Not surprised they're trying to get Byron Brown's legs involved early because Alabama has had a tendency to struggle against mobile quarterbacks, but nice job sniffing that one out.
Aquan Wright gets a push from his offensive line and picks up a handful, so now it will be third down and about 5. And if you have seen fast offenses in college football, not many compare to the pace with which USF can play. They want to go NASCAR fast as often as possible.
You call it NASCAR fast, we call it breakneck speed. That's the tempo that they're going at.
It doesn't do your defense any favors, though, if you get 3 and outs.
Not at all, because the most important thing with an up-tempo offense is getting that first down so your defense can rest.
Blitz. Spinning out is Brown. Trying to turn the corner and has no chance to get anywhere near the line to gain. Dallas Turner. The speed to the edge to track down Byron Brown.
Ooh, I don't know if Byron Brown's ever seen speed like this coming from the linebacker position. But as you see him go backdoor, he tries to get outside. He said, oh, I got it. And Dallas Turner said, you are not turning the corner on me, man. These Alabama defenders, they're big, but they're also fast.
So a 3 and out after a punt down to the 11-yard line is just what Alabama was hoping for. They flip the field, and they may get excellent field position here as the 29-year-old punter, Andrew Stokes, another Australian, kicks it from the goal line. And this a wobbly kick that barely gets to midfield and takes a sideways hop out of bounds. So Alabama will start just on their side of the 50. Beautiful day for football here in Tampa as the teams exchange punts to begin.
Bravo! For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
Ah! Ah! What's in your wallet?
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy it.
For your weekend, but continued rain all day.
You can't count on the weather, but you can count on Dish and our reliability guarantee. Should you ever lose signal, contact us and we'll credit back your account.
Back to you, Rob.
Hey, Dylan, I want your dad to go out and help you practice your sliding.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be outside.
You're a good dad.
The reliability guarantee, only from Dish. Tuned into you.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
These dancing stars are ready to turn it up.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars.
Live September 26th.
Bob Wishoes and Robert Griffin III, Chris Budden back here in Tampa. Time for Threes Keys early on here in the opening quarter.
Oh, we love this segment right here. Threes Keys to the game. The first one is going to be Tide of Chucky. Alabama has to be South Florida's worst nightmare tonight on the line of scrimmage and show that they will bully the Bulls into submission. Paid in bull. South Florida, hey, man, if you're going to fail big. Go for it. Use your tempo. Blitz on defense, and the last one is Nuck if you buck. He's on the field right now. Can Tyler Buckner show that he can be the quarterback, or did his luck end with the Irish?
Oh, that time he faced the rush. Tried to flip one to Isaiah Bond, but Jalen Stokes was right in his face and forced the wobbly release.
Right here as a quarterback, you want to get a little bit of depth off that fake so that you can navigate the football over the jumping defender.
That wobbly pass, throwing one behind Burton on the last drive. You
the
see
mic is muted, y'all.
Some jitters here as Spont on a little bubble screen picks up a handful. Is this a time where if Tyler Buckner was coming over to the sideline and you're the quarterback coach, about maybe settling him down a little?
100%.
What this quarterback about to do, man?
Non-mobile. He has mobility to his game as well. If I was Tommy Reese, would try to get him outside the pocket so he can run and feel like he's a part of the game.
USF just trying to get lined up on defense. 3rd down and 4.
I just need to see one drive. One drive gonna tell me everything I need to know.
If you're asking yourself at home, who is their 3rd down guy? Nobody knows because they haven't been efficient enough in this area of the game so far.
4-man rush. Buckner lobs one to the side.
Oh, man.
The catch made by Burton.
Nice catch, but too much. Too much.
Jinx, by the way. We said it at the same time. You see right here, he needed to drag that toe. Wide receivers, when you get close to the sideline, know where you are, and sometimes you're going to have to fall, right? Take that tiptoe, catch the football, and fall on your face to make that catch.
He said to fall on your face to make that catch. Stop it.
So the punt group back out, again trying to pin USF deep. Burnett will kick it to Sean Atkins. And again, angling the end-over-end kick. Atkins looks like again's going to let it drop. And this time it takes the hop at the Bulls
where's the awareness,
into
Bama?
the end zone as we have time now for our Aflac trivia question. Pro broadcaster, by the way. Just remember, you have to wait for the duck. Now I can give you the question. Nick Saban, 6 national titles at Alabama. How many times did the Crimson Tide finish one of those championship seasons with a loss? This is the kind of the theme. The end of the world did not occur last week because you lost to Texas.
Correct.
Type of a theme. Texas, by the way, a very good team.
They are
talked
good.
about that.
They're a top 5 football team.
No doubt. Naquan Wright to the left with Byron Brown. Brown misdirection. Wide open in the flat. Atkins, the former.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing is a Bama's major problem right now.
Arguably their best receiver because that was the number they gave him as
People
a
are trying to do it. They're not understanding the Bama way.
This is my number, and he never changed it.
He's paying homage.
And I've been seeing a lot of blame go under, not blame, I would say, but they just saying that.
But I really like that
Nick Saban, OC, DC, everybody underneath Nick Saban isn't running the program the way Bama normally would. Oh my gosh, bro! Whoa! Whoa! Hold on. That man just ran through him. We not used to seeing Bama get ran through, bro. This is new.
Naquan Wright just baptized that man.
Brown, long throw to the sideline.
What are we watching, bro? Are we seeing the fall of Bama?
Kool-Aid McKinstry was draped all over Simmons.
Hold on, I gotta get right. Are we watching the fall of Bama right now?
That last run by Naquan Wright.
I've never seen a Bama linebacker get done like that in my life.
In the meetings this week that they wanted to be the more physical team, and that's a tough task against Alabama. But right there, they showed it.
And there's Naquan Wright plowing ahead for 4 more. This is a young man that growing up in Miami, and in Miami Gardens specifically, when he was 11 years old, he was struck in the chest by a bullet from a drive-by. A ricochet hit him in the chest.
That was crazy. Like I've never seen a Bama running back just get demolished like that. What?
Wow.
And fought his way back. Nerve damage in his hand because of the shooting. Even a broken ankle in high school slowed down his recruiting. Went to Florida, and now here he is at USF playing against the top. Brown tries to get loose and squeezes his way back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Dallas Turner.
Okay, I want to see this. I want to see this quarterback. I need to see more.
Really good job by Alabama there. Not just collapsing the pocket, but then once they knew that Byron Brown was going to try to break out to the edges, they went into their chase lanes, right? You want to contain quarterbacks who can beat you with their arm and their legs, and that was a perfect example of it right there.
In a field position game, which this has been early on, that's not a bad possession, though, for USF, just to get, after the touchback from their own 20-yard line, out closer to midfield for this punt, but that is not at all the punt that they were looking for. It takes a great roll.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like deflected the ball, and USF has it on the special teams.
Are we watching the fall of Bama right now? Like I said, what are we watching?
And you see the punter right there. He's saying, you know what? I did that on purpose. I punted it that bad just on purpose to get McKinstry right here to drink too much of the Kool-Aid and have it bounce off his leg, and South Florida gets the ball back. Early in this game, when you're Alabama, you do not want to make the opposing team feel like they have a chance. Right now, they're giving South Florida life because of the mistakes that they're making.
That punt only traveled 28 yards, at least in the air. Once it hit the deck, though, it created an opportunity, as McKinstry obviously should have just let it roll. He came up to try and field it in traffic. And USF in plus territory for the first time on the giveaway.
Bob, you could have punted that ball 28 yards.
It's under further
100%.
review.
Well, it looks like the replay booth wants to weigh in on what we just saw. So
That
we'll
ball
step
touched
aside
him.
as well.
Heck yeah, that's a fire call. Why was he even near it? Yeah, fire, fire, fire. Everybody needs to get away. Tried to catch that short hop. I don't know what he tried to do, because I don't know. The way I was always taught, if you are not the returner, don't go near that ball. Don't be in the returner's way, don't even go near it. Stay away. Don't try to be no hero.
Bro said, man, this coach done took over our office.
And he's using it to send out medical bills. Good hands.
Hospital bill for crime. Did you just say gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Good thing Coach Prime knows about. Say it one time. Aflac. Because Aflac gets you money to help close that gap.
Now, how do we get this goat out of here?
Aflac. Meet one of my new homies.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac
is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Elephant would have been scarier.
On a Heartbreaking Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
So this is goodbye?
Tech's moving to a new conference.
So we're not rivals anymore? What about our history?
This realignment's bigger than us both, but here, I got you something to remember me by.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
0. Like the odds of you making the playoff. Gotta go.
I'll always hate you and your overrated school.
I'll hate yours too.
And we are back. The turnover confirmed and a shot taken by Byron Brown. I'm not sure what element of the play the replay booth thought was at issue, as the punt that we saw a moment ago clearly hit Kool-Aid McKinstry, and it was clearly covered up by DJ Harris of USF. So it is indeed a takeaway, a shot taken, and now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Bulls. Play action again for Brown. Well protected, floats one over the middle, incomplete. Overthrew Choppery Brown, and now it's 3rd down and 10.
You've seen 2 shots. They're trying to capitalize off of the turnover by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Just missed both of them a little bit. Obviously, the first one, Deshaun Atkins, number 38, was just too far to throw in a double coverage. That one right there by Choppery Brown, he had an opportunity to hit him. Just put it closer to the receiver and give him an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
I don't really care about this game as much as I just want to see what this new quarterback
now,
looks
at least according to Alex Golish, on the cusp of John Cannon's field goal range. And if Brown takes a sack, they'd be out of field goal range. He does well to get about 4 yards.
It looked like the ball hit the ground.
But he was clearly down.
If the runner is down, it'll be 4th down.
Tresman Marshall missed a chance at a sack. And if he brought down Brown behind the line of scrimmage, that would have been outside of what they said they believe John Cannon, the walk-on kicker, is capable of in terms of his field goal range.
Yeah, you can see right there that he's clearly down before the ball pops up. But how about that Houdini act in the backfield there? Very nicely done by Mr. Byron Brown to give his kicker an opportunity to put them in the lead.
From 44 yards away, this would be a new career long for Cannon. It's got the distance. And it sneaks inside the right upright.
Let's get 3 on the board.
So South Florida strikes first. The Kool-Aid-McKinstry muffed punt sets up Cannon from 44.
Yeah, Kool-Aid in trouble.
On top early.
On a heartbreaking Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
So this is goodbye?
Tech's moving to a new conference.
So we're not rivals anymore? What about our history?
This realignment's bigger than us both, but here, I got you something to remember me by.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
0. Like the odds of you making the playoff. Gotta go.
I'll always hate you and your overrated school.
I'll hate yours too.
We're still gonna out-recruit you.
We have higher academic standards.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
For all my life, I'll be devoted to you. You don't have to be there to be there with AT&T 5G.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's with the sandwich names?
Oh, they're just nods to my time in the Army.
Oh, but what's the Steven named after?
Steven is from Navy Federal Credit Union. They've been helping with my finances since I enlisted. You want another Steven?
Keep 'em coming, Hannah.
Okay.
Maybe someday I could get a sandwich named after me. No.
Hold on, yo. I gotta make sure these
Navy Federal
women ain't
Credit
down here burning up
Our
the
members
food,
are the mission.
Dang.
Kevin Agani back in studio. Boog, first time, #1 Georgia trailed all this season.
Yeah, really good play there by the offense. Spencer Rattler looked one way, turned the other little screen, and then he made the rest happen.
Antoine Wells in the end zone, 7-3 Gamecocks right now. Back to Bob and RG3.
All right, Kev, thanks very much. As Nick Saban's team finds themselves down by 3, having turned it over on special teams. And now our answer to the Aflac trivia question. Nick Saban, he's won 6 national championships at Alabama. How many times have the Crimson Tide finished those seasons with 1 loss?
I'm going to say 4.
Boy, you're good.
Really?
Really, really good. Actually, 2015, we were asking him when we talked to him last night, and he mentioned 2015 as a year that he thought could compare to this season.
Right.
Because going back to 2007 all the way up to the present, not only 6 national titles, but since the first title that he won back in 2009, Saban has never gone 3 years without winning another one.
Ooh.
So if you're a 4-year player at Alabama, basically during Nick Saban's tenure, you've won at least 1 national championship while you've been there. So they all, at one point or another, if you're a 4-year player, have a ring. And 4 of those teams did indeed have a loss. And he mentioned, if you go back to 2015, they got walloped, gave up 43 points to Ole Miss early in the season, made a quarterback change, and ended up going on to win the national championship.
And I know all the fans at home are pointing at that and saying, hey, look, Tyler Buchner's in there now. This will be reminiscent of 2015. But this is not the start that they wanted to this game against South Florida. They wanted to come out and literally crush them on the line of scrimmage. And right now, they're down by 3 in a game that many people thought they'd already be up by 21.
Brendan Farrell is the kickoff specialist. Terry and Arnold from the goal line. Gets to the 20. Flag down. Turns the corner. Arnold's going to be tough to catch. A convoy down the sideline will have to check the marker. As it stands now, it's a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Terry and Arnold. But a couple of flags thrown all the way back inside the Alabama 30-yard line.
Holy cow. What a return.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 35. A 10-yard penalty on the spot of the foul. First down, Alabama.
So here we have the replay. And right there you see him as he's trying to block. He just pulls the man down with, oh my goodness, he hit him with a hitch kick too.
Jeremiah Alexander commits the holds, and that certainly impacted the ability of Terrion Arnold to get to the sideline.
I just want Terrion Arnold to know that we all saw that. Okay, everyone watching the broadcast just saw that return. Phenomenal job. Alabama has stopped shooting themselves in the foot. This has been a big problem for them over the past 2 years of getting penalties that are taking points off the board.
That snap nearly mishandled by Buckner, and Chase McClellan tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Jonathan Ross. He picked up about 1.5 yards. How about special teams mattering in a huge way early? A special teams penalty backs Alabama up and erases a touchdown. And Kool-Aid McKinstry on a punt return muff where he touched a bouncing ball, set up South Florida for the game's first points. And now a timeout called by USF on defense.
Prior to the snap. Timeout. South Florida. It's the first of the half.
So Alex Golish's team off to a good start. 6.5 to go in the opening quarter.
Cashback is good, but double cashback is even better. Discover matches all the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year, which is cashback at its best.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and only one thing can make a morning like this any nicer.
A hearty, hefty, good-tasting breakfast with eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese, and taters. And when you finish, you know you had something to eat.
Whatever your business needs, Vistaprint can print it. Yeah, Vistaprint. Like Rachel needed fun packaging, so Vistaprint designed and printed new stickers, tape, and thank you cards.
Bye.
Corley and Ducky needed to get their brand out there, so they printed new t-shirts, bottles, and caps. And Tasha, well, she needed a total refresh, so Vistaprint made her a new logo, and all that. Because with Vistaprint, the printabilities are endless. Print it all with 25% off for new customers at Vistaprint.com.
Tuned for sports. Designed for luxury. Nope, no, that's third.
I got it. I drive stick all the time.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $49 one way.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy it.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like these all-new boneless chicken wings. Juicy all-white meat chicken, lightly breaded and baked to a crispy golden brown. Try them with our new zesty sauce. Find our new boneless wings on the Papa Pairings menu. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, baby, it's us, Huggies. We know you can't see it yet, but your mom and dad are obsessed over every detail. Like getting our softest diapers ever for your delicate skin. So we're ready for you, kiddo, whenever you get here. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
We're seeing EVs more every day. Good to know there's one that can still make people say, you don't see that every day. Because it's the only EV that's an F-150. The all-electric F-150 Lightning.
He's Gary, the Golden Bachelor, September 28th on ABC.
Again, speaking yesterday to Nick Saban about that 2015 season when a big loss to Ole Miss in the third game of the season led after Cooper Bateman and Jake Coker were sharing quarterback duties to start the season. It became Coker's job full-time, and they started to roll, and roll they did all the way to a national championship. So Nick Saban told us yesterday he still believes that this team, for all the flaws that they saw in that Texas game last week, is a good enough roster to have an outstanding season. They have now made a quarterback change, at least to this point, with Tyler Buchner. He's maintaining his confidence in this group.
Yeah, and the thing about that year in 2015 was they didn't have just elite quarterback play like they got from guys like Bryce Young and Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa. That's what they want to get back to. They just want to sustain drives, run the football, and play great defense.
There's a slant. Nice play-action fake by Buchner. And Isaiah Bond has a catch for a first down, a gain of 13.
You know, Coach Saban said something to us in the meetings that really stuck with me. He said, when you have success, people think you can't lose. And that's something that Alabama just hasn't been doing a lot of. They have not lost a lot all the time. So when you look at their schedule and their record against non-conference opponents, they've only lost 3 regular season games in 17 years with Saban as the coach.
Roydell Williams for a couple of yards. Let's check in with Chris.
Robert, to your point, he followed that up with saying, you know, people are often paranoid. It means people are out to get you all the time, and that's the standard we've set. So it's okay to be paranoid. You should be paranoid, because at the top, you want everyone coming after you. He wants his guys to be able to play to that standard, feel like we have something to protect at the top. Play a little paranoid.
Exactly, and to finish off my point, they lost 2 of those games in 2007 and then 1 last week to Texas.
Alabama is over here struggling, man, oh man.
Screaming to his players, losing twice is not an option.
What?
That play action fake bootleg did not fool the pass rush of Daquan Evans. Day-Day Evans came through untouched and went after Buchner. That forced the quick release, and now it's 3rd down and 9.
Nice job of Daquan Evans there. As you said, they call him Day-Day for closing the space on the quarterback and making sure he could not breathe as he was trying to come out. So now we're sitting here at 3rd and 9. They've got to get number 3, Jermaine Burton, rolling.
Heck, get him, Midge. I'm just trying to see some of this. Yeah, I got family of my. They downstairs cooking and stuff. So once it's done, I probably will end the stream. But I just want to see what this Alabama offense going to do.
Well short of Ja'Cory Brooks.
Well, we're going to be back for that Colorado game for sure.
And you're sitting there on 3rd and 9, and I said I got to get Jermaine Burton rolling. He's not even on the field.
I just want to see what's going on with this. Are we seeing a fall of Alabama?
We haven't seen really make any plays this year, but he's one of their most experienced wide receivers out there. They've got to figure out
that's why I'm so confused and everything going on.
What wide receiver combinations are going to give this team the best chance to be successful? Because right now they have nothing. They have no identity on offense.
A booming punt, but room for Atkins for a return from inside his own 15-yard line. And he won't get much. Good kick coverage by Alabama, and that changes field position. Malik Benson made the stop after a 59-yard punt. We've got 2 ESPN primetime games tonight. First, Tennessee, Florida at 7 Eastern, and then Coach Prime and number 18, Colorado, square off against Colorado State and the Rocky Mountain Showdown. What a night for football, and what a scene it was for game day earlier today. The sunglasses, they are not coming off anytime soon, no matter what the other coach says.
You know, Bob, the crazy thing about Coach Prime is that nowadays the generation even forgets that he's a Hall of Fame cornerback, arguably the greatest of all time. I think he's the greatest, right? But he's on his way to becoming a Hall of Fame coach if he can continue on this trajectory.
Swing pass to Mikey Dukes. Gets a block. Follows those blockers. Has about 8, maybe 9 yards on first down. Brought down by Justin Boydby, but not before creating 2nd down and short.
And what you're going to see from this USF offense is they're going to stretch the field. They're going to make Alabama run sideline to sideline and keep the tempo high to try to tire them out.
Screen out to the edge. Easy first down.
Man, that's what I said. Bama got a lot of problems right now,
for a team that like to run quick tempo offense. And you said there were times against big-time opponents where you wouldn't. You would slow it down. How'd that work out for you?
Oh, it didn't work out at all. We ended up getting our tail beat even worse.
Play action for Brown. Joyner on a misdirection. picks up 4. So you believe in the philosophy of big bad Alabama comes in, but if we run up tempo, let's not try and shorten the game if you're USF. They should be who they are.
Yeah, what gives us the best chance to win, and that's being ourselves. And that's exactly what head coach Alex Gola said they were going to do. We're going to run our tempo. We're going to run our plays because that's what we know how to do. Slowing it down would be saying we're afraid of you, Alabama, and they're saying that they're not.
Oh! This is the Bama we know. Like, what are we talking about?
As it went through the hands of Simmons.
Was that a pick?
McKinstry just that close to a takeaway to redeem himself for the muff punt.
Yeah, they've got a wide open receiver right there. Nice throw, just goes right through the hands of the wideout. Kool-Aid was just a step behind.
This is the Bama we know.
Now it's third down and 6.
Around. All hands on deck.
Play clock winding down. And Byron Brown, who will turn 19 at the end of this month. Will most likely have to call timeout. Down to 1, it goes to 0, and a timeout called by Alex Golesh from the sideline.
All right, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be back on streaming a little bit, but I'm not really understanding what's going on with Bama.
So USF
and I kind of want to just sit back and just see what happens, and then come back and kind of analyze it. But we'll be back most likely for this Tennessee-Florida. We're gonna be back for Tennessee-Florida. We're gonna be back for this Colorado State game for sure, man. With that being said, man, keep on subscribing to the channel, and I'll see y'all a little bit later, man.
How about our featured football games on ESPN Plus tonight? Oklahoma.